Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. How are you? How is everyone? Hope everyone's good.
I'm
So we
good.
just you're good. You're good. You can
I'm
answer
good.
me.
Yeah.
Everyone else in chat can answer me. I'm here in chat. Like I'll say hello, people. Hello,
Uh,
people.
let's just do a sound check. Make sure that we're all good.
Can people hear us? People hear us? I think there's a bit of time delay as well.
There
So
is going to be a little bit of a time.
yeah.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? You can hear me.
Yep, and I can hear myself.
Okay, well that's all right then. We can hear each other. We can talk to each other. Um, we're just here to keep an eye on what the game's doing. Talk to you in the middle of it. Maybe just comment on this crazy one shot that's going to be happening in front of you in about any minute now when we shut up. I don't know. Ryan is here as well, as you can see, and has
Hello.
been kindly in the process of has done all the editing on this. So I'm giving major props to all the hard work, including the backstory video you will see at the beginning, where there's like a little bit of what happened before last season on Dragon's Duel, which is very good. So all credit to Ryan. Is there anything you can hear? Awesome. Hi, Crafty Gobbo. Halfties. Hi, Sighty. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Fish? Explain to me if I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, you tell me.
I think it's
But hello.
Pixie, right?
Is it Pixie? Ah,
I would think
Pixie.
so.
That
I would.
makes so much more sense.
I would think so. And if that's
That's
the
my
case, it's very clever.
exactly. I like it. That's just because I am slightly dyslexic, so that's why to me I'm seeing psych. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah. So this is the first one shot. We've got some amazing people. We've got, as you can see on. I'm covering up two of them properly at the moment because the video is in the background behind me here-ish, I think. But we have Chris from CarniSideShow. We have Kel from Awfully Queer Heroes. We have Ramji from the Fourth Culture, and we have Chris Hislop from Roll Together RPGs, and they were all fantastic. They were absolutely great. The whole show was a lot of fun. As four DMs, and you've edited this, Ryan. As four DMs, they gave me as much shit as they possibly
Oh
could.
yeah,
Do you
it
know?
is good.
Yeah,
But they also
yeah.
gave me well, mainly you gave me shit with the editing stuff. And don't worry, I address it.
I did. Of course I did. But yeah, they gave me a hard time. They enjoyed the fact that they were now players, and so they were asking me all the questions they wanted to ask at any DM. So that's fun. There's also it is Pixie, fantastic. There you go. Okay, well done, Ryan, for being clever than me, which is not a
Super
lot.
brain.
Um, but with that, yeah, I haven't got any more to say apart from it was really great fun. I love. We'll be jumping in later to talk a bit more about it in the break, and I hope you enjoy it. It was crazy, and there's a Draco-Lich, so you know what more do you want from a D&D game? What about you? Is there anything you want to say before we kick off the video?
Yeah, so basically, I'm just going to be interrupt. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video. I'm in control. I'm going to play the video. And whenever I feel like something funny happened, I'm going to pause it and we'll jump back on. And either I'll just be discussing it or Hamilton will join me.
Yeah.
Maybe Hamilton will only be discussing it and I won't be there. But basically, we're
Okay.
trying to uh, show you guys this content, but we also want to
To
engage
be
with you
here.
guys.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to see a lot of action in chat whenever we pause and stuff like that. Um, you can yell at us if you feel that I'm pausing at stupid times and you just want
Yes,
us
and
to
it's
shut
getting
up and keep
really
watching.
interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, if you guys have no questions, you don't want anything, if you want to talk, before we get started, go ahead. Now is the time. Otherwise, we're gonna get started here in just a second, and Hamilton and I will disappear, and you guys will just be able to see the video. So,
Okay.
anything? Any
Cool.
comments, questions? Hamilton, chatters, what do we got? Anything?
Nothing at the moment. I think everyone's just eager to see what's going to be happening
All
with
right.
Barbar's Bandits.
All right. Well then,
Such a great name.
because of the way that Streamlabs works, Hamilton, you need to be muted now. Um,
I will be muted.
so
I'm
Hamilton's
bye bye.
he's There we go. Now he has shut up, so we can talk about him behind his back, and he can't defend himself. I'm kidding. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay,
For some reason, I honestly thought you were going to say, "My fan's at the door. I've got to go." I'm like,
yes.
you have
I
fans
wouldn't be
show up?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. It happens with
Okay.
worrying frequency.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh dear.
I don't like it.
Oh no.
It's my own fault for spending times in like games workshops and things like that, and then someone goes, oh, "I know you."
Oh yes. Oh, it hasn't happened to me yet. I know that happened to Maggot. He said that someone came up to him and said, it was Lewis, and said, "I'm listening to this great podcast. It's cool. Check these out." And he's like,
But they didn't know. But they didn't know
Yeah,
it was him.
exactly.
Like he just went, "You should. It's really cool. You should listen to this." I'm in it.
So good. Amazing. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first of our Season 2 Championship games. Woo!
Yay!
It's Babar's Bandits and the Mausoleum of Chronepsis that we're going to be going through. We have with me, I'll start on my top right over here, we've got Chris from the CarniSideShow. Say hello, Chris.
Hi, there, it's me.
Yeah,
Hi.
see you. Playing Barbarian Monarch de Jour. Such a great name. How you doing? Excited to
Oh,
be here?
great. Yeah, it's great to be here. Sorry, I didn't hear. Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Chris. Evil Chris.
Evil Chris, aka Evil Chris, exactly.
Yeah.
And then over this side, I have to use my wrong hand for this, always is hard to do, is Kel from Awfully Queer Heroes. How are you doing, Kel?
Hello. Pretty dang good, thank you very much. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. And you'll be playing Bertha Maggot. Yes. Tell us.
Yes,
so-
I will.
And also another evil character, Shadow Magic Sorcerer.
Lawful evil. I will do absolutely anything for my Lord Babar, so long as he continues to provide me with anything I need for my evil machinations and schemes.
That's good.
Done.
Are you going to do that, Barber? That's what you need to do.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then down here, we've got Ramji playing Steely Dan the third, or is it 3? Steely Dan 3, which is it?
It's the third. It's version 3.
Version 3.0, cool. And you are chaotic evil, warforged, Oathbreaker Paladin. That's pretty...
Yeah, with the intelligence of a Casio FX82 solar calculator, and the wisdom of one as well. So that'll be fun.
You're just going to type 8008135.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's pretty much it.
That's all they're useful for. And down... I got it right? Yes, down this... I've done nearly all of them right. I got Chris, other Chris, good Chris, from Roll Together.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am the lone good character in this party,
Exactly.
but luckily my character's incredibly smart, but not very wise. So this should go very, very well.
You just haven't realised they're all evil. They're obviously...
No.
just-
I think what it is that I'm too naive to consider that their evil actions might mean they're genuinely evil.
Ah. Oh, I like that. It's a bit more nuanced than what I said. I like that. That's good. Okay, cool. And you're playing Erra, the chaotic good Gith Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, which is obviously...
Correct.
Obviously for the intelligence bonuses.
I was experimenting on my mind flares. It didn't go well.
Is that one that when you sent me your first image that you sent me of your character, you sent very like haggard Gith. It was quite a bony structure one. Is that sort of intentional because they've sort of had their brain sort of sucked too much or something?
We can cover it in game if we like, but in headcanon at least, this is someone who was taken in and had their mind tampered with by mind flayers. Not taken out and removed, but tampered with to increase their intelligence, but at the cost of their worldly understanding of the world, leaving them very, very naive and very, very accepting and trusting of basically everyone. But very much heightened senses and special psionic abilities thanks to the mind flayers.
I like it. I love that. I love that idea. Okay, very cool. Okay, we'll keep a little bit more of it. I'll give a little bit of a brief introduction now for everyone at home and for people here of the sort of story so far. There might have been a bit of an intro of like what happened last season, but I'll just do it again now, just in case that doesn't work for some reason, knowing my editing skills.
Last season on Dragon's Duel, two groups entered White Plume Mountain, each taking a different path in an attempt to retrieve one of two powerful artifacts, stolen and hidden by the evil wizard Chronepsis. The evil wizard's plan was to coax out the best mercenaries and fighters of the land of Toril to retrieve these artifacts and return them to their rightful owner, Stephen Rochester Jr. III. The first group entered the left pass, tragically losing 4 members of their team before retrieving the item they sought. However, the 3 survivors were suddenly teleported to another dimension. Worse still, the same unsettling event had befallen the second team, of whom only 2 stood. Now within the demiplane of the evil Chronepsis' invention, previously fallen compatriots reanimated and began attacking. Battling amongst one another in the confusion, our heroes, fallen and living, transformed into hulking dragons. As blood and viscera flung across the demiplane, one by one the dragons vanished. As the dust settled, we found the sole survivor, Zrali and Yondu,
As played by Am.
wiping sweat from their brow. The other dragons had escaped and been unleashed upon the lands to wreak havoc and destruction. Only the future knows what will become of Zralian, the ultimate dragon supreme, and the other dragons fatefully birthed in the womb of White Plume Mountain. For now, we must turn our attentions to the events about to unfold.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that intro bit. Hamilton freaked out when I made it, so he seemed to like it. Hopefully you guys liked it. It was a lot of work, but a lot of fun to do. Again, I don't know if anybody saw my live stream, but everything there was sourced from a website called pixabay.com. They thank you very much, Pixie. I appreciate it. Tons of work, but nevertheless, that is my voice in the background, introducing everything, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun to make. If you guys ever have to do editing stuff or video stuff, Pixabay is the spot to go because they have everything is Creative Commons, so you can use it, manipulate it, do whatever you want with it. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, that was just a quick one, I swear. I'll get back to the movie, and I just wanted to talk about it and pat myself on the back because it was a lot of work and it was really cool. Anyway, back to the movie.
So, and then we'll dive right in to the first team of our championship games. And to remind everyone at home, all of them are underleveled. They're at level 5. There are ways that they can level up. If you type in ~rules, and you will get like a list of all the ways that they can gain points in the chat. So that's the way you can figure out how they're gaining points, which I'll try and keep a track of. And those are like getting natural 20s, rolling natural 1s loses points. If they start hurting each other, they lose points. But there's also bonuses for doing spells and fighting unarmed and stuff like that, and healing. And then other than that as well, it's a bit of a video game because the map we've got is like it's got lots of little fun weapons and armaments that they can acquire in advance of the final battle, which I'm going to put a time limit on so that when it comes to 1 hour left to go, the final battle will just happen. Does that make sense? So as much as you can gather in that time, pilfer, then you will then be ready, and the amount of points you can gain to level up, and then it's too late. Then you've got to fight and see what happens. And the last person standing, or last 2 people standing, depending where we are at the end of the time, go through to the grand finale in a few weeks' time. Okay? So apologies. Normally in my home games, I try my best not to kill characters, but this is just the nature of the game, and unfortunately, you might not die, you might just be, just fall off a cliff and we don't know. You might survive, but I don't know, something like that. We could leave it open-ended, but that's just where it is. So, that's that as well. Actually, just one point, this is out of the show, I'll cut this bit out. If anyone is not comfortable with dying, just let me know, the character, and then we will do it like that. Like, you fall off, the a dragon comes and picks you up and takes you away, but we don't know what happened to them. But you're out of the game. Does that make sense? So if you want to do that, message me and I will do that, at the time. However you wish.
I would love to be eviscerated.
Murder me most brutally.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much down with this.
Okay, fine. All right. Everyone wishes to be murdered brutally. That is the name of the game. Okay, fine.
Fortunately, I'm here to fulfill your wishes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. This is good. All right.
That's a terrible, aren't they? As well, they're absolutely terrible.
I love that Evil Chris was pure silent through that. He was just like, nope.
No, I'm gonna die or die trying.
Okay, I like it. This is good.
If those of you haven't watched Evil Chris's show, where he basically does this Stride accent for the majority of most of my mornings, I'm looking forward to the Stride accent breaking out randomly, going, "Oh, well, it's lucky that you're here because I am about to eat you."
It is a DM-heavy game, this one, it must be said.
Yeah, I know. I'm expecting good things, okay? I'm expecting
complete fucking nonsense.
That's exactly.
I mean, we never get to play. We never get to play. This is perfect.
That's it. So this is your time to just let loose and do what you will. But our story leads us into the planes, the mystical outer planes beyond the Prime World, where we begin with Barbarian Monarch Jour, who used to rule the land of the Holophantine Court of Arborea. Yes, it's all very D&D going on here. Whose evil half-brother Retaxes was one said person to be taken, maybe voluntarily, to be given this ultimate power of dragonhood from Chronepsis, and came back and wreaked havoc on the lands and threw out Barbarian and his fellow Bertha Maggot, and Steely Dan with him survived to see if they could, and escaped and took exile on the plains in Sigil. However, Retaxes, not sufficiently happy with just being a dragon, has gone even further and become a Draco-Lich and rules over Barbarian's land in his exile, causing unknown havoc. Barbarian, eager to return triumphant or somehow depose his evil half-brother, has, even though he is evil as well, question mark, has found, whilst in the city of Sigil, about a place known as the Mausoleum of Chronepsis, which has gained a lot more favour in recent times since the dragon reign that goes over most of the lands outside of Sigil. Is a place where it's a ruined city, which is lorded over by Chronepsis, the brother of Io, who is the dragon lord of fate. Lords over the city where every single dragon and dragonborn's soul is kept as an hourglass. Some in just random locations, some in small little crypts, some in great mausoleums of their own, depending on the scale and stature of these famous dragons and dragonborn. They have travelled there under the guise of being Cult of Dragon pilgrims, with their guide, Erra, who is their gift guide, their planar guide, to see if they can somehow either find Chronepsis' hourglass, Retaxes', there's too many names, hourglass, or in maybe destroy it, maybe take it for bargaining, or see what is available within the city. Or who knows, at least it's something. However, there are many Cult of Dragon pilgrims, there are many dragons, there is an evil dragon god of fate there. There may be liches, there may be Draco-Liches. We shall see. And with that, I will move over to the map and your players. But there we are. We have a map, we have players. So
Yay!
There you go.
Oh.
I mean, you could see the players earlier, but you can now see all of them. You can see their stats above their names as well, interestingly. So you have just arrived, everyone, at the gates, the Chroma gate of the Mausoleum of Chronepsis, because you are aware that evil dragons, you're normally housed in one area compared to the good dragons, the metallic dragons are housed in another area, so you've taken them, Erra, specifically to the Chroma gate, which is a massive, huge sort of triumphant, like the Brandenburg Gate looking element, if anyone knows that. Sort of very strong architectural features, big columns that come down all in marbles of different colours, so a bluish marble, green marble. and on top of it stands a 5-headed Hydra dragon of Tiamat that sort of is standing proud, looking stone statue with all the different coloured marbles coming out of its head. At the base of each of these coloured marbles, even a grey one, there's a dragonborn, oversized golem-like knightly paladin-looking character at each one, sort of heralded, but each has sort of got a sort of insignia so one's got a lightning bolt over it for the blue, and then one has got like a drop of poison, like a little teardrop on it on the green. And then the black one has got sort of burned hands. They sort of look like they've been etched in a fussy pattern. All these sort of like motifs of just dragon, etc., all over. And you stand at these gates with these massive golems either side of you, and the city is yours to explore.
Have I been here before?
You have been here before. Yes, you have, but very briefly and under your own on your own, and sort of sneaking about to have a little scout, basically.
So what is it you're looking for exactly?
I mean, how do I become a dragon?
Right. Well, let me just have a think.
Would I know somewhere in the city where one could become a dragon?
There are ways that you can become a dragon in this
What would I
city.
know from my last travel? Like, where would I direct them to?
Where would you direct them to? You would direct them to. There's basically a temple to. I'll remember the name of it now. I think it is Imrith. There's a temple of Imrith, which is in the south, just south of where you are, where you can pray and ask for this sort of transformation. However, it may come at costs and require things from you. That's the best place to go.
I relay that.
Okay. I think I have to clarify that Barbarian's intelligence is also -4, so you really have no idea why I'm here. I was just following this Erra, because apparently there's something here for us.
No, I work for you. I'm doing what you tell me.
Who's got better intelligence?
Right.
Well,
I have a -1.
Garden mile.
And what was that again?
Well, you told me you wanted to come here to find out more about dragons and your sibling, I believe, Retaxes. You wanted to find their soul in an hourglass or find a way to combat them. Basically, any of those options. Let me know which one you want me to aim for, and I can direct you in this city.
Are there people in this city? Are there lots of people milling around?
Yes, once you see through, you can see lots of people all wearing blue cloaks and some sort of knightly figures all in purple cloaks and purple armor, just milling about, doing things. There's big statues. Once you get through, you'll see some big statues.
And we're in disguise as cloaked figures.
Yes, you're all in similar cloaks and sort of with hoods over, however you wish to wear them. They're all of different races, these people. There's no...
Cool.
We should be able to sneak in. Just let me know where you want to go and I'll take you there.
That all sounds familiar.
Sorry.
No, please,
Yes.
go ahead. What is it you two wanted to do? I forgot.
Well, you asked me to come with you to ensure that you didn't forget that we're here to find something to kill your brother, or destroy him, or get rid of him, or... I only have a -1 to intelligence, so I think I'm the smartest one here, potentially, apart from Erra.
Yes.
So, you insisted that we have to find a way to depose him, kill him, eviscerate him.
Yes, let's kill him, and
want
also I would
power.
like to become a dragon as well. That sounds amazing.
Okay, right.
Bertha pulls out a notepad and makes a note of this, because that wasn't previously mentioned.
It is entirely possible that these options will interweave, so that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Anything you'd like to add, Dan?
And you see the Steely Dan just sort of like his head moves, or their head moves, fairness. And as they do so, you've got used to the fact that they don't say a great deal, but what they do say is usually gibberish. It doesn't make any sense to you, and it seems like at some point whatever magic or technology that was used to orchestrate their their vocabulary and their syntax has been replaced, or just replaced with something that was half-thought. Songs of bards that were perhaps, not quite fully understood. And so you just get these random little snippets that you then have to interpret as to what Steely Dan's intention is.
They're going to be Steely Dan songs, aren't they?
Not always, no, because that's a little bit obscure. But instead, they're going to be songs primarily from the website kissthisguy.com, which is a list of songs that people have completely got the lyrics wrong from. And so I'll leave it to you to work out what it is. But in this case, you hear Steely Dan say, "See that girl, watch her scream, kicking the dancing queen." End of message.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I understand what Steely's trying to say?
You may, yes, please do. The first roll of the match. The game.
That is a 17 minus 2, 15.
15.
Oh, your guess is as good as mine, Chris.
Saying we need to kick the queen, I think, is the most important thing, and then we take down Retaxes this way, and then we can become a dragon, I believe.
In terms of queens who need kicking,
Imrith's female dragon. Correct
yes,
if I'm wrong.
Yes, I
Yep.
believe that's right. Yep.
well, the place where you could become a dragon, you could also kick a queen. If you, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you wanted to, you could. That would be an option.
You could have just been suggesting that violence is the answer.
I like big butts and a can of limes.
I'm sorry.
And
Well then, do you want to head for the temple to Imrith? Do you want to become a dragon, or do you want to try and find your brother's essence first? I'm open. Whatever you need, I will guide you.
I know what I want to do, but what do you think we should do?
I have no skin in this game whatsoever. I am literally just here to guide you in your wants and needs.
My insight is
to order fries. It's too late.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that my wisdom is so low that I struggle to make choices.
We're gonna get far.
I
3 hours.
warned you, Hamilton.
We got past the gate, and that was it.
No, we're still outside the game. We haven't gone in yet. That's very important.
I'll just pretend to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, and just start walking.
Okay.
Yes, of course. This way. And
Like a
just
proper
looking for
noble.
something to kill as fast as possible. What?
After 30 seconds, I go after Babar, say, "My lord, that is away from the temple," and turn him around and point him back in. This way, sir. This way.
I was making sure nobody was following us.
Quite, sir.
You feel free to
I
move
think-
your tokens if you wish. Or...
Okay.
Sorry.
I feel quite strongly that we should head towards some situation where dragon transformation is an option, because it would probably make you a little bit more with it.
Yes, let's do that. I agree. And then I start walking just the opposite direction.
No, this way, please. Why don't you follow me, Your Highness?
I have to zoom out how far you've moved. There you go.
Lead on.
Where are we? What are we doing?
So you want to move south-ish, southwest. No, southeast? I think that's right. Yeah, southeast, that's it. Yeah, Erra's moved in the right direction. Follow Erra. So you pass through a blue and black marbled gates, huge pillars that just and they're all embossed in like pictures of famous dragons all riding up the sides. Beautiful, intricate work. Clearly magically wrought. It's just too realistic, and it feels like scales even like ripple in the move as you move. The sort of light catches them. You come through, and I'll zoom out a little bit. There are two huge statues, all based on one of this black, ruined, slightly skin falling off them creature, dragon, and then the other, this sort of pale and sort of like very regal looking dragon. And if anyone Erra, you would know that this is Io and Chronepsis, sort of as the two sort of god brothers of dragons, sort of represented in these.
With
two
an
matches.
intelligence of 33,
Yes.
will you allow that I am narrating as you are narrating
Yes.
what they are seeing around them, so everyone has all the information?
100%, I will allow that with that level of intelligence. Yes, and the lack of wisdom to just keep rambling on as badly as I do. So,
Yeah, what it will be basically is, oh, and on your left, and you just go slowly giving everyone the tour as we go through
There you
it.
go, I like it. This is magically wrought, clearly, as you could tell. Yeah.
This one's a dragon.
Indeed. On the other side of those gates, you'll notice that there's a similarly faced dragonborn sort of guard, like oversized, like golem guard. Milling about are a few of these sort of characters that I was mentioning, sort of cultists and sort of warrior, sort of knightly figures. I've sort of tried to determine them with a bit of placement of character tokens, but there will just be lots of them. There'll be probably groups of 5 and walking together, some carrying hourglasses, some not, some just staring at there's sort of pools of water around these the statues, and so some putting sort of tokens in them, obviously making wishes or sort of sacraments, and some sort of bowing and genuflecting to these statues. Beyond you, so directly in that southwesterly line, you see the edge of a very large black humongous sort of Gothic cathedral, which rises up very high to a dragon that seems to be wrapping around a glacial dragon at the top. So like it's like a glass dragon that's sort of see-through between this one black dragon that's wrapping around it. That's like this pinnacle, and there seems to be some sort of congregation and noise happening inside that temple.
If we go down the steps at 3 on the map, which I believe are
Yes. That's the direction of the other moors. That's the one that you were looking for. You would go that way. Yes.
Right, we should head down the steps. Oh, Your
One
Highness.
moment, Erra. If we were to go into number 4, would you the
The Twin
cathedral?
Temple of
Sorry,
Orgathama, yes.
yes,
Vorag-
the Twin Temple of Orgasms.
Voragamantha, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Bertha just really didn't hear you right and just assumed you said orgasms. If we were to go into there, these people seem quite occupied. Could we not perhaps gain something to make us stronger in our further journeys?
I mean, it's entirely up to you if that's where you want to go. Are you a Highness as well?
No,
You're also...
I'm a kill everything with magic person.
This 32.exe has encountered a problem with your operating system. Please reboot.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you need to pause then?
No, I'm just kidding, mate.
Oh, that's you! I thought you were being
That's
serious!
in character. No,
That was in character.
Intelligence of 1, a wisdom of 1. He's literally a broken fucking computer that can only talk in songs from a website that got downloaded. I mean, I can send you the fucking memo if it helps.
Sorry, I was just like, I'm just here thinking, his actual computer's broken. I mean,
Okay, I just wanted to pause and talk about how hilarious it is to me that Ramji just completely confused Hamilton, despite the fact that Hamilton knew what was going on with his character. Like, just completely disregarded that, didn't you, bud?
talking to me. I was watching. I'm sitting here enjoying the show, and then you just live. Here's me like laughing at my own jokes, and suddenly I'm live. Thanks for the heads up.
I sent you the heads up, but you just didn't want to pay attention to me. Surprise, surprise. In any case, I just wanted to point out that Hamilton is not as perfect as he would like us all to believe, and that he screws up, and I just wanted to highlight that, okay? That's all.
You brought me on here to basically not tell me we're going live.
Yeah. Just to call you out for completely missing. All right, we're going back to the movie now. Sorry, guys.
See ya, bye.
Bye.
But I appreciate the fact that I clearly my method acting, my Stanislavski method is.
I was like, Ramji, I now just see I just see a little clip, blue like paper clip instead of you right now. That's what I'm seeing.
Hampton, also,
No.
just to point out, as someone who's supposed to be reading the map, could the text have been in a font that's more legible?
Sorry.
I'm just
No, literally, it's designed to be black on white on white, and Gothic font in italic.
Oh my
Just
god.
literally to make me go, you know what? I don't give a fuck what the map says, mate. I'm just here for the booze.
To be honest, I'm so sorry. Do you want me to say?
No. I am just razzing you because I'm going. We should go to the temple of every
What?
time we should go anywhere.
I wasn't expecting people to actually read it as much as possible.
Yeah,
The temple name is completely obscured for me. I just have a 4 in the corner, and that's all I've got.
Yeah, that's
It's the
fine.
Temple of Orgasms as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, because I ain't reading that.
Yeah,
otherwise.
Temple of Orgasms.
Just, I mean, that makes just name them how you wish.
Well,
It's fine.
if you want to go into the Temple of Orgasms, that is your prerogative. I can guide you there if that's what you would prefer.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, Devon is a place on earth.
I think that means yes.
Heaven is indeed a place on earth. I believe that we should steer my compatriots in that direction.
And let's do that.
I'm going to reach a hand out to Bertha and sort of with the hand for a hand to be raised forward.
Yeah.
It seems like you are the most with it. I have a method for us to communicate that will make less noise than everything that's just happened.
It's probably wise.
I will reach out and touch your hand, and we can now speak telepathically to each other as I cast telepathic speech. It's a feature from Aberrant Mind Sorcerers.
Fantastic.
As long as we're within 3 miles of each other, the connection lasts for 5 minutes, and I can repeat it as often as I like.
I don't think
Nice.
That is quite 3 miles, but it's not far off. But yes, that sounds good. Cool. Is that just
So for the
one
next 5
person?
minutes, we can. Yeah, it's just 2 of us.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
We don't need to touch hands, but I felt like it.
That's fine.
What did you say these Dragonborn are doing? Like
So there's some.
around us?
So there's a few of them are putting tokens in the water that surrounds. So the sort of black circle inside the sort of solid circle is a water font where the statues are in, and some are putting little trinkets or money or coins to sort of.
Oh, they're live. I thought
That's
that
what I
was
thought you said. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So oh no, you mean the big dragonborns on the gates? There's
No, I meant in the pool, the puddle, fountains.
Oh, so the statues in the fountains are of dragons, and they're not real. They're not alive, but there are cultists who are of all races, like from all of the planes.
Right.
I mean,
Throwing
there's-
valuable things into the water.
Yeah, just to sort of clearly and then sort of genuflecting, and sort of like looking
Sure.
like they're making some sort of sacrament or something.
I would like to take as much as I can out of the water. If it looks valuable, I'll take it.
Okay, so you're gonna. All right, I need to. Okay, so do you do this?
Can I
slightly?
assist?
Do you just do this? 'Cause-
No, I just start. Oh, I mean,
As-
that looks like a waste. Why would you do that?
As you start walking over, Steely Dan kind of respectfully puts his hand in front of you and says, "Guilty penis got no rhythm."
I'm moving you over there. Okay, so you've gone over to this pool. Could you just roll?
Oh, I think we lost Chris.
Did we?
Frozen.
Oh, he's
I
frozen.
think the Wham reference was a bit too far.
That's it. It just killed this camera. Right. Okay. So, yes, Babar, you've decided to act funnily. So there is there are some rules for that. So I would like you to roll for me just you can choose either dexterity to sort of make it like a sleight of hand. The way you're trying to act is coming across as sort of normal, or you can do it as a
Okay.
sort of deception check. Up to you. I allow those two as an option. Or if you have another way that you think is cooler, like you acrobatic.
No, I think sleight of hand. Yeah, I mean, deception is better, but I think
Yeah.
sleight of hand makes sense. I'll try that.
Okay.
Can I aid?
Yes, you may aid. You can aid either by rolling or giving advantage. Up to you.
I was going to cast Infestation on someone as far away, which is 30 feet, and it's a cantrip,
Okay. Right.
and cause a swarm of midgies and mites and bitey things to attack someone,
Yep.
so that everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, what's happened? You must have displeased one of the dragons," and they rush to help them.
Okay. All right. So this is complicating it a little bit. I'm going to give you advantage to Barbarian on his roll, and I'm going to give you advantage to roll a similar thing as well for a sleight of hand to see if does it require? What kind of components does it require?
It's Constitution 14 check.
Sorry, is it a somatic?
Just checking. It's verbal, somatic, and material, which is a living flea.
Okay, so I'd just like a sleight of hand check to see how well you conceal. Just to see, I mean, it's going to be a very high DC for them to recognize if you are casting that spell because you're far away from it. But it would just be. What's going to happen is they will get suspicious of you at levels. So if you fail these, they're not just going to turn on you. They're just going to get slightly more suspicious until you hit a turning point. Okay?
I'll lean over to Steely Dan and say,
Is this normal for your people?
Steely then just sort of looks over at you and just says, it says, down to the river, onions.
I don't know what the original of that one is.
let's say, so far I've got the references. This one I know.
Don't know.
That apparently, just as a thing you want to cut out, mate, was signed, sealed, and delivered by Stevie Wonder. I've no idea why. It's the number one. It is the number one misheard lyric on KissTheSky.com, and I have no idea how people mishear. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours to down to the river. Onions. Well, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again so you can cut it in, so it probably is a bit better. So we go. So you turn and look at him, and Steely Dan looks at you and just goes, down to the river, onions.
Love it.
Okay.
There is no other answer to that, is there? Okay, so can you make your rolls for me, please, Bertha and Barbarian,
My sleight of hand was a 14.
with advantage? Yep. Okay.
Oh no, that wasn't with advantage. That was just the sleight of hand to see if they saw me. So I
so you
rolled
get
again.
advantage on that, yeah,
Okay.
because they're sort of double
14.
distraction. 14's best. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you seemingly have got away with that.
Oh, 21.
21.
With advantage, yeah.
So
If they're aiding.
basically, you set off this insect swarm over at the other the other statue, and all the sort of nearby people start. What's going on? And as you said, one of them goes, "Oh, Chronepsis is angered at you. You must flee the city before before they come after you." So, and this guy just starts trying to get away from these. Do they cause damage to them?
They do 2d6 and poison
Do
damage.
you want to roll that?
Okay.
I'm just going to check what their health would be. I don't think depends if you get max. 2.
It's 2.
Okay.
I got 2 1s.
Okay, fine. And the poison damage?
It's part of it.
sorry.
It's 2 poison damage. Sorry.
I see. Right. Fine. So they just sort of swat them away. And you hear them sort of recoil as if they've been bitten by a flea, basically. And they're getting rushed out of the city by a knightly figure, sort of carries them away, sort of firmly, as if like, "You've angered the gods. You must leave the city." And they're taken away. Barbarian, you take some stuff. I will allow you to say. There's just going to be trinkets, so you can I will give you some trinkets, or if you want to describe something that you've seen that you might want. I will allow you to do so.
Like anything?
Yeah, trinkets. I mean,
Trinkets.
Yeah. If you roll me a d20, and if you get above 18, one of them might be matchable.
Okay.
Do that. How about that?
I'll do that because
Yeah.
I didn't think that far ahead. So let me just roll. Oh, it was on 18 and it rolled to a 4.
Okay, so nothing magical, fine. But do you have anything in mind you'd like, or I will?
No, I mean it seems like a waste to put perfectly good money into water, but also,
Yeah.
what are those tokens that they have? Are they special or something? Like
Yeah, they have some. There's these insignias of the sign of the dragon cult. They're sort of like, it looks like a dragon's head with little wispy head. I don't know what the spikes are on a dragon's head called, but those bits they sort of whisper. Huh? Horns? Yeah, let's say horns. Yeah, there you go. Horns. And it has, and you got, they're sort of those little trinkets. You get you also get some money. You get a natural 20. You get 20 GP in gold.
All right.
Which to you is nothing, to be honest.
I'll just kind of hold them up in like my hands and be like, I don't know if these tokens, are they useful? If anybody recognizes it, would I don't know if Erra would recognize them or.
I've stayed back out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Being licked
I'll just
by some kind of small dragon, I think.
Hey, what do you think about these? I'll just start yelling. It's fine.
It is money, my lord.
Bertha will run over and say, "Yes, my lord, quite," and sort of cover his hands over and sort of push them towards him. He's like, "Quite. Shove that in your pocket for now, sir." I've changed accent, sorry. "Shove that in your pockets for now, sir. We will deal with it later."
Okay, yeah, I'm just... I mean, I wouldn't think I would know this, but just if those tokens are useful at all, maybe...
You just take some tokens. They
Okay.
You just get tokens. They might...
Oh, okay.
They will aid in your appearance as a... you could stick it on your cloak. I mean, you've already kind of got the insignia emblazoned on your cloak, but having the tokens will obviously help any deception check. I'll give you an additional DC point. You've also got a stone statue of a god with a creature's head, so I will say you've just got a little EO statue. So you're at EO's font, so you've got a little statue of EO, and you got a green leather pouch full of berries that will never rot. There you go. That's what you got on the table. That's what the table offered.
Yeah, they were in water.
Yes. I rolled on a trinkets table.
D&D.
There you go. They were offering food of magical intent as offering. That's quite, harvest festival.
I'm not fronting.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah, I'll eat one. I'll eat one. Is there anything special about it? I just pop it in my mouth.
You gain 1 hit point.
You die.
It's a good berry.
Oh.
It's a good berry. So you've got 20 good berries,
Yeah, it's fine.
basically. So
Which when Steely Dan looks over at Erra and just says, "We're on the road to nowhere. Come on a tire."
Right.
I'm going to link arms with Babar and telepathically say to Erra, "Should we go in the building while everyone's still distracted and just sort of start dragging the king along?"
Steely Dan nods at you because that's what he meant.
Sure, if that's what you want to do, let's do that.
I'm going to take Steely Dan by the arm and drag Steely Dan towards the temple as well.
So you will notice there are 2 entrances to this temple. There is the sort of pointy one at the northern end, and there is also a side entrance that enters the center of the sort of behind the altar. So you've got 2 entrance ways that you go in. So
Okay, smart but not wise. Hamilton, what do you think I should do?
Smart but not wise. If you're going in to gain trinkets, that's what you're going in to sort of gain something. You would assume that behind the altar would be better than before the processional. I think you would know that from the intelligence rather than street smarts. Do you know what I mean? I think that's an intelligence call, I would say.
Cool. I wanted your call because I don't want to make too many smart decisions.
And with that, you might not... I'll say that the lack of perception, you might not notice that the rear is more guarded. So you're going for the sort of immediate... You've got one task, you're focusing on that, not going for the sort of common sense that actually it may be more difficult to get into that side entrance. Is that fair?
Yes, it is. No, that's fine. My dog is just upset.
Okay. Oh, it's the dog that made that. Sorry, I'm looking at the map now, so I can't.
No, it's very much the dog. Still here.
We should go in the back entrance. There will be more trinkets in the back entrance.
Sounds good.
I don't mean to look like Dr. Evil right now.
You're doing an amazing Dr. Evil impression.
Did you do that?
Right. So let's go in the back door.
All right.
Excellent.
So you move. So the back door is down that way. So as you approach this rear door, you see 2 of these knightly figures. They're one a dragonborn, the other an elfin creature. You're not 100% sure because they're sort of in knightly garb, but they're sort of lither and more a bit humanoid, quite tall, but they could be a tall human. And there's clearly a dragonborn, just because the dragon snout sort of comes out of the helm. Yeah, and they're standing either side of this pillar, so you can see these two sort of tokens I've put there. If you move your way down there, I might move you for you if you want. Then you know where you're going.
Is it 4A?
Yeah, 4A. There you are. You've got it. Yeah, you've got it.
Yeah.
Fine. Sorry. There you are. So yeah, so you approach them.
From previous experience, are they attack on sight? Do they ask questions? What's the deal? What's the score?
They're going to ask you a question, which will be, halt. Why do you wish to pass? There is a procession ongoing.
It was all a dream. I used to read Hello magazine.
As you can see, good soldier, my compatriots here have suffered some delusional issues, and we are taking them in the back way so to not alarm the processional at the front of the building. They require some special attention, and it would be upsetting to the general cultists.
Salt pepper and I drink Windolene.
I understand. Make a deception check with advantage. But that is, yeah, I think it's not much of a deception, is it? To be honest, it's actually quite.
There's
true.
something wrong with Steely Dan. Correct.
Yes. But it's not the real reason why you're going in the back. So it'll give you advantage, but it'll be a lower DC as well. I'll sort of lower the DC.
Oh, I was going to
22.
Okay, fine. Oh, of course. Please, if you wouldn't mind, if you go around the southern side of these columns, then you can find a little seat round the back. And if you need to, please enter into the garden to the south. If you need respite, of course. Praise be the dragons, he says as he...
Praise be the dragons.
Praise be the dragons.
And Steely Dan leads forward and says, "Baby, pull me closer with your Dachshund that's named Rover." And nods his head and moves on.
He is clearly a troubled soul. Please enter. So he walks you. So this dragonborn is here.
What am I doing with my life?
This dragonborn walks you round this way and says, "Flander, would you mind? These are troubled souls. They're going to go in the back." And this sort of female voice comes out saying, "Oh, certainly, yes. Please follow in." She moves to the side as well and lets you through.
Awesome.
Yes.
You may. Right. Okay. So you move inside, and as you move in, you hear there's a sort of clerical figure, which I will put a little token in at the head of this altar, and he's in front of a vast, it's sort of an altar situated within a green, bubbling liquid. And people are coming up from the processional, coming round to the rear of this baths, or sort of big basin, and putting their hands out and receiving 2 drops of acid, basically you assume, onto their palms, which burns. You feel them, but they don't flinch. That's the sort of intent. And he's sort of, so as you pass by, Fanel, the female elf, says, "If you wish to partake, you can wait until the end of the processional. If you wish to be blessed with the acid of Viragamantha."
With a needle, acid painless. Here we are now. Entertain us.
Yes, as I said, at the end of the ceremony, and you are free to walk in.
Awesome.
Would it be in any way useful for me to take part in the ceremony? Would that enhance the deception? Would it be a good way for us to get close to that altar?
Yes, there might be. So yes, when you get closer to the altar, if you want to make an investigation check or a perception check, up to you. I mean, investigate.
Oh, I'll make an investigation check, I think. Yes.
I'm going to say this is a retroactive investigation check that you made. So this is sort of go back in
18.
time when you're sneaking about on your own. You've made this investigation check. How about that? Does that work?
80. Yeah, it's fine for me.
80.
18.
I thought you said 80. I was like,
No,
okay,
I rolled. No, it's a bad roll. I
What
rolled
worries
5.
me is that 80 was in the realm of things that was conceptually possible to you.
It was possible. So when you were there, you noticed that you didn't go into the vat itself, but you had a quick look around and noticed that there's sort of a release catch that will remove the acid, and in the center of there is a huge. Instead of like the dragon is sort of wrapping around a black blade, humongous sort of blade, like a two-hander, that has got these little veins of the acid that sort of streak through it, and that is in the center of the altar. And you
Does it look like it's a usable weapon?
Yes.
Or is it like part of the statue?
Well, you're not sure, but it seems separate enough.
This may be a loaded question, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Is it better than my massive black two-hander?
It might do. I mean, yes, there's potential acidic benefits you might gain, / plus numbers on it. You imagine it's a pretty formidable blade.
And stealing down as he looks around is wondering in a kind of like Arnie kind of way, like the little flashing things appearing on the sort of screen as he looks around the room, targeting reticules, if you will, to identify how many people he would need to kill in order to be able to ascertain this weapon.
Yes, so there is the cleric. There are 20 people in the procession, as well as 2 guards that just let you in, but you might not.
Should we consider them all dead now?
You can consider them all dead.
That's fine.
I didn't mean to make them bigger by accident, but we'll just keep that for fun. Yes, so the button is right in front of where the cleric is at ATM, basically.
There's a button.
There's Erra is aware that there's a button that they believe is a release button for the acid in the.
I will telepathically message Erra and say, that cleric has probably been there for quite some time now. Perhaps if you were to suggest that you're here to relieve them, as you know slightly more of their customs and ways, that would get at least one of them out of the building.
I could basically take part in the ritual, and then would your liege or you or Dan like a weapon? Do you need a weapon?
Drove all night and crapped in your room.
I believe that was a no for Steely Dan.
Steely Dan's having a tough time.
This is genuinely one of my better character ideas, and I'm so sorry to everybody who's put up with it right now.
This is what you get for inviting DMs to play.
Yeah, this is literally, you're like, all right, you need to work with your 1 intelligence, 1 wisdom, but you're a Warforged. And I'm like, shit, how am I going to do this? All right, I have a path, I can see it.
Or is this someone driving all night to take a dump in someone's room? It's the height of all rudeness.
To make love to you.
You say you making love to you.
Yeah, have you not heard this song before? It's I Drove All Night by Cindy Lauper. I'm rolling up some versions as well.
I drove all night, and I drove all night to be here. Excuse me, just take a massive crap in the middle of the floor.
Need to do a bit of a dump, and now let's make love.
No, now let's make gloves. That's the next step, is making gloves.
So
For me to pick up.
So that you can pick up the thing, obviously. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. So, don't question it. Okay, so yes, you want to have a go at.
So we take that as a no. How about your liege, Barbarian? Do you require a 2-handed greatsword?
No. I just want to be a dragon.
Okay, one fact in mind.
He's gone
Should
in.
I ask that one? That cleric there.
No,
Do you think he could do?
This is not a becoming dragon's temple. This is a side
Sure.
temple. This is very much a side temple.
Well, maybe I should ask just in case. Are you absolutely sure?
Am I absolutely sure, Hamilton?
You're absolutely sure.
I'm absolutely sure, Your Highness, this is not.
So what you're saying, 50% maybe.
No, 100%.
Okay.
If I'm fair, 98%.
Oh dear, you shouldn't have given him that. I don't think.
So there's a 2% chance.
Yes, that's dangerous territory.
I don't even know. I don't think I would get that math right, so it's fine.
There's a 12% chance.
It's a 12% chance.
No, a 2% chance.
Okay. I'll listen to our guide,
Okay.
but I'm eyeing the cleric.
Okay.
In which case, do you require a two-handed sword?
Switch over. All right. So,
Hey. I just wanted to pop in and just make a note here that Evil Chris, aka Barbarian, was playing this game with a really bad head cold and was feeling really unwell. And so I wanted to clarify that he's playing absolutely amazing at doing Babar. And I want to just give him props for he turned up and also I think was playing Babar perfectly as this ridiculously dumb posho basically. But no, it's just kind of I don't know. What did you think, Ryan? I thought Babar was quite good.
Oh yeah,
well done.
Yeah. Yes, the creation of this character was amazing. The execution of this character is amazing. I would just like to point out that, again, props to myself, because that's really all I do is just give myself props, is I was the inventor of Good Chris versus Evil Chris, if you'll recall. And I'm so glad that it has hung out, that it is still Good Chris and Evil Chris. And I feel like that's what it will always be. Like, it's going to translate into their actual lives.
I think they have taken it on the CarniSideShow, have taken on the Evil Chris. I mean, he does play Strahd particularly well on this show. If everyone hasn't watched CarniSideShow's show, you should watch it. It's really good. But yeah, no, it did work out really well. And I mean, all the players are playing amazingly. I just love this bit. I just love that bit when he was saying that. When he just kept wanting to be a dragon, and he just kept I was like, oh crap, am I actually going to have to turn him into a dragon? I was trying to figure out. And there was a way he could do it. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that he is giving 120%, feeling at 10%. So I thought that was worth pointing out. That's all I had to say. I didn't have any more to say than that. That was it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So should we go back? We're good to go back?
Yeah, go back.
All right, we're going back. All right.
We'll go back.
All right,
See ya.
goodbye.
Oh, I have a two-handed axe, thank you.
No, Bertha, do you require a two-handed sword?
If it'll help me kill people, absolutely. I mean,
Are you...
in defense of my liege, of course.
This may sound like a loaded question, but are you proficient with great swords, sorcerer?
No.
No.
She just wants it because it will help her kill people more.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's say
I don't think there's much here for us, chaps. I think this might be I could take that sword, but I've got a perfectly good one. And I see no reason to harm people unless absolutely necessary, because I'm the only good character in this fucking party.
Just to chime in, Emma, you would know then that also, just to let you know, if I didn't mention this, that across this bridge there's a garden, and that also connects into a sister temple to this temple, or brother temple.
We could try the sibling temple.
I am down with this.
Otherwise, we're just getting lots of acid or fighting a lot of people for something that only I can use. And I've already got a very nice sword. It's a good sword.
And Dire Hound, apparently.
Yes, this one's always here. They seem to sort of climb over me at various random points.
Indeed.
I seem to have a level of Swarmkeeper Ranger somewhere. Anyway, let us...
Oh, a Swarmkeeper Ranger where it's all puppies.
Oh, come on, that's too cute.
I'm doing it. I'm
Yep.
tick.
No,
Right.
because imagine what happened. Oh no.
You can't attack the swarm. The swarm's intangible and not really there.
Okay, that's
There we go.
I feel better about
Puppy
that.
Ranger.
I feel better about that.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a fighting ranger. They just go around just helping people. Like, they have to do
And we can attack by shouting puppy power. Paw Patrol. We've made the Paw Patrol.
Yeah,
This is what we've done.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's
On
fine.
topic.
Let's go to the temple. Let's go to this other temple where there might be things that are more useful to everyone else.
All right, so you make your way south. Is that right then? Through this
Like
these big...
6.
Okay.
Wherever
right.
you think we should be
Yeah,
going,
that's the
because
right
you know where I want to go.
Yeah. Okay. So
Are we on a bridge at the moment?
you are on a bridge at
Yeah.
the moment. There you go. Oh,
Go on.
jeez.
You must
Right.
have a bridge one.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a butler.
Is that a butler?
Sometimes I feel like my only Fred. Sorry, you go.
So you're weirdly you're on the bridge. As you're on the bridge, suddenly this is meant to be much more dramatic. A huge dragon comes flying over the sky from aloft a tower from afar, and it is just passing over everyone, raining fire. It's just doing it. It seems to be doing it without any heed or question. It's just.
Is this normal?
It seems like this might happen occasionally because there are dragons about, and it's just a wanton risk. And they're not. You're in the evil dragon area, so they're not necessarily the best people.
Okay.
So-
In which case I will turn to the party and go, much like one would describe a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Ah, right. This happens occasionally. We need to find shelter. Ideally, somewhere fireproof would be good.
Is there anywhere fireproof around that I would know of, not that I can see? Not wise.
Yes, you could just shelter back where you came from would be the best way. I'd like you to basically make a dexterity or an athletics check to sort of see how if you get out the way in time, basically.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to hold on 1 second here. Everything's messing up. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, there. Now Hamilton's not muted. We just wanted to share with you Emil's amazing meme skill. So I'm just going to transition over to that really quick.
Live memeing skills. This is what we're going to
Yeah.
do now. We're trying to bring you behind the scenes. If you joined our Discord channel, you can find that in our link tree. You will be able to see these memes in there. But we're going to do you the favor and just chuck them on the screen right now.
Yeah, I'm going to show it on screen. You won't be able to hear either of us, so we're not going to talk. I'm just going to show it, and then we're going to go back to the movie, okay? Okay, here we go. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I have to deal with, which frankly I feel is an affront. And Emil, love you too, bud. Anyway, now we're gonna go back to the movie because Emil, of course, is saying that he hates all these ad breaks. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm calling you out, Emil.
Oh my god!
You decide to bully me, and then you decide to hate on me. All right. Anyway, now we're gonna play the movie again. All right. Enjoy. All right. Bye.
It's coming at some pace, and you've got 10, 25, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60...
Athletics?
Yeah, athletics if you wish, or you can...
Is this a saving throw?
Yes,
Is it
saving
athletics
throw.
or acrobat? Oh, saving throw.
Yes, you can choose...
Oh, saving
either.
throw. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, fair enough.
So saving throw, is it strength or dex?
It's strength or dex of your choice, and
Even.
plus proficiencies as
Nice. 21.
Okay.
21.
Plus
So-
proficiency, that's better.
And this is a. Sorry.
Sorry?
This is the threat that I can see, right? So as a barbarian, I get advantage on that or not?
Yes, you can. Yes, of course you do. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bertha got 14.
14. Unfortunately, Bertha, you are not. They're not just quick enough, and the dragon clips the side of them with their fire breath. You get out of the way, but it's not. So you're not taking full damage from it, but you will take.
Pat myself down.
Breath weapon. Let me just double check. Where is it? Ooh, it's a lot of dice.
Yep.
Yeah. 26 d6 half. But
26, did you say?
yeah, 26 d6 half.
Shit.
So let me just.
I hope you get all ones.
So do I. Wait. rolled 26. I just can't handle it. Yeah, divide by 2. So that was 53 points of damage. How does that fare? Does that fare okay?
Is that halved?
Yes, halved again. Yes, so what's that? 20... I can't do it. 26, isn't it?
28.
28 damage. You are still
Okay.
alive?
Just
Yes, good.
4.
Are you within 1 hit point?
I have 4.
Okay, because you would have gained points for that if you had. You also all have gained 5 points towards leveling up, by the way.
Bam, 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 blam!
By what you've done so far.
Hang on one second, Hamilton. So what did I need to roll in order to not
You
suffer
can choose
that?
a strength save or dex
You
save.
rolled a 9.
No, more than that. I rolled a natural 1 on my athletics roll. So I want to be clear as to exactly quite which end of the scale.
You can choose.
So I did roll a relatively bad roll, which was a 9.
Yeah.
But I also rolled a significantly worse roll, which was the athletics roll I rolled first of all, which I would like to take.
Okay.
Right? So,
Fine.
given the choice between a bad roll and a significantly worse roll, obviously I want to pick the significantly
Well,
worse
you
roll.
will lose your points for rolling a natural 1. But you will also take 28 points of damage.
Well, surely I would take the entire 56.
Failing.
Actually, yeah, because you've on natural 1, you've sort of fallen over and would take.
100%.
Yes, of course. So you would have taken 56.
The last thing you hear is, as you see this spirit of damage, of acid kind of fly across the room, you hear consider this, the time that you sent to read what the fuck? And it's this huge, burst of acid, kind of consumes Steely Dan in its entirety. And
my
49
God.
hit points.
49 hit points. So you're not
Not anymore.
You're not dead, but you're not.
No, I am.
I mean, you're
I'm
unconscious.
minus 7, right?
Yeah. You're 100.
Yeah.
So you're unconscious but not dead.
Game over. You failed.
Yeah, indeed. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Fine. Okay. Fine. Right. So so you died. So you lose 10 points. So you're on minus 10. Because you also lost 5 for your natural 1. So you're on minus 10 points. Just to let you know. So you'll get miles off hitting up. But anyway, you're still alive. You need to make a death saving throw. But this dragon's just gone off. How did everyone else roll?
21.
21 and
13.
13, Chris, you take 26 points of damage.
It's a natural
28,
20 on the death.
28. Natural
Natural
20.
20 on the death save, mate.
So you gain 5 points back again, which is good. And
And up 1 hit point.
yeah, there you are. You're up. So you survived a death. So you also gain 10 points. So you're all the way back up to +5 like everyone else. Well done. There you go. Okay.
It's higher than that. What does he get for a nat 20?
+5. But he lost.
In which case,
But that counts. The nat 20 cancelled his. So his death survived, cancelled each else out, and his natural 1, natural 20 cancelled out. So he's.
I see.
Yeah, that was it
That's-
basically.
that's fine.
Yeah.
How high do you have to get to level up?
20. So you're all on 5 pretty much at the moment for your great RPing, basically.
Does anyone have any healing for that shocking turn of events that we just saw out in front of us? Oh, you're both badly hurt as well. Well, this is awkward.
No, but I started eating all those berries. How many do I have left? 9?
19. So you can eat.
19 total?
So you gain 19 hit points. So actually, with that, you've healed yourself, which I'm going to consider each time is 1. Use a health spell or health potion on yourself or another player. You're getting 2 points for every time you use a health potion. So you've done 20 of those times 2. You've leveled up twice with that. So you're already so Barbarian is technically leveled up. I forgot to add those points. So you've leveled up by 40 points, which means
Wait, where are these rules exactly? Hang on a minute.
they're in there all together.
Hold on a minute. I was
really
doing
come
Kari
in-
as always.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Where are these rules exactly?
If you go to the roll together, it is pinned in there, and if people
Oh, right,
at home
okay,
go
okay.
! Rules in chat, you will get the rules, or ! Rule. I'm going to do it so both because I forget which way around it is. So, Evil Chris, you have leveled up from level 5 to 7 already.
Level 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do that in your free time.
I'm going to chug a potion of
Why,
healing.
why surely not get 10 points for first kill?
Kill yourself.
I literally, I think I should get 10 points for first kill. I feel that I was unarmed, so that's 20 points straight out there. So I'm already on 30.
Okay,
right?
wait, were you?
I have an incredible hat, so that's a hat trick right
But
there.
then
So
also,
it's like 50 points.
but if you're saying that you killed yourself, I consider that friendly fire. So you.
Yeah, so yeah, it's fine, it's fine,
So
it's fine.
that counts out. But the unarmed combat, you went through a whole combat without using a weapon,
There we go.
and no one used magic, did they either? Did
Yes.
they? Yes. So actually, all of you gain 20 points and level up to 6 because you went through a combat. So that also means
Evil Chris is at level
Evil
9.
Chris is at level 9.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Cool.
Alright,
Oh,
so
level
I'm-
9? Oh, like a 4 levels?
Sorry, level 8. Level 8. Sorry.
Level 8, right?
Level 8,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sorry
Level
about
Who
that.
else is who else is hurt?
8.
Yeah,
Kel.
I'm going to chug a healing potion though.
So you will.
I'm go-
Yeah. Sorry. So.
Yeah.
So-
I basically went round each of the 3 of you that were hurt and dropped 1 hit point of lay on hands on you in the cycle, going bum 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 bum
Yeah,
bum.
and by
bum,
doing
bum.
so, we'll do this now live again because you were just mentioning it. But yeah, so you. Oh, so
I'll start from scratch. shall I?
start with
Yeah,
scratch.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
And scene.
scene.
Focus on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So Steely Dan just looks at you all and says, I'll never leave your pizza burning. As he reaches around and sort of taps each of you on the head, restoring 1 hit point with a lay of hands for anybody that's been wounded.
I have not lost any hit points.
Fine. In which case, he'll do that to the 2 people that have been wounded, and look for anybody else that's been caught in the damage while he's at it.
Okay.
That'll be an extra 4 to each of us.
No, because he gets to go to 25 in total. So he's basically
Can
going,
you
pop,
give
pop,
hit
pop.
points to someone who doesn't need them? You're not healing them, so I'm not going to count.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it to the 2, to Kel and to Evil
Listen,
Chris.
are you a paladin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll do himself for the rest, mate.
Okay. Fine.
Or unless there's anyone else that's wounded nearby.
No, there was no one wounded that you could get to nearby.
Is the dragon wounded?
The dragon's flown off. It just kind of went. It just kept going. It's just continuing
Okay.
its reign of terror.
That's good. So
What level am I
and then-
now?
So I've got to add for everyone. There's a lot of points here that happened because you also survived. Whoever took no damage in a whole combat
Me.
gains additional 10 points. So you've leveled up. You've leveled up twice.
Sweet.
Bertha has leveled up 3 times. Twice.
Leveled up.
Chris has leveled up. Evil Chris has leveled up 3 times.
3.
And Ramji. Now it's complicated. How many hit points have you?
Well, it's the same thing because it's just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So I'd just be going. It doesn't matter if there's
You
3
only
or
gain
2.
2 points when you do it yourself and 5 points to other people. So how many
Correct.
hit points?
I'd be doing 24 points distributed between Chris and Kel, but going 1 at a time.
So Chris,
So
and Kel,
it'll be
how many hit points do you require to be fully healed?
9.
All of them.
9. And how many?
Okay.
Okay, all of them. Oh, okay, so you just use all of them on Kel and.
wonderful.
Oh,
Thank you very
perfect.
much.
So fine. So
So-
you've gained
Thank you.
7 levels.
Okay, so I would just
No
like
ad
to.
break.
No, I would just like to. Another ad break. You're welcome, Emil. I would just like to point out that this was a ton of editing, and this was at like. I think it was like 1:30 on a Wednesday. I was just burnt out, and frankly, I was mad at you, Hamilton, for doing this to me over and over and over again. It gets worse. I straight up call you out. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Hamilton is not nice to me. You guys like to think that he's all great, but he's kind of a butt. I'm kidding.
I love this. Again, see, this is there's the show, and then which is what the video you're watching at home, and then there's the back show, which is just Ryan's chance to get at Hamilton. It's just
Yes.
the reign of Ryan's vitriol returns.
Yes, exactly.
Doesn't forget that Hamilton, edited all the podcasts we did and all that stuff.
Yeah,
That's,
no,
that doesn't count.
that does not matter.
No.
It doesn't matter. Now that I'm doing the job, it's all about me, Hamilton. Duh.
I'm sorry. Yes, of
Figure
course.
it. Get it together, man.
Also, is everyone loving Ramji's ability to break these rules? And I was surprised that no one else so far has actually broken them as badly as Ramji. Ramji really broke them for this one with the Paladin.
He did.
Getting so many points.
And the best part is that you tried to like fix it from the last season one shot.
Yeah, I know it was worse last season as well. So
yeah. Well, I would argue that with Ramji's manipulations here, it's worse. But hey, that's just me.
Well, to be honest, this game isn't meant to be serious, and it's
oh god, no, you don't say.
Exactly. Oh, we're talking critical role, serious levels here. No, anyway, we'll let you get back to the show.
All right, sorry. Okay, bye.
Because the system is broken.
All right.
So we're leveling up without long rests. Presumably that means that we just gain the things, but keep the things that we've burned.
Yes, that's correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you do. That's correct. You don't allow for a long rest. Well, I think after 7 level ups, you're going to be pretty drained anyway, aren't you? Like, that's not going to be a rest, is it? Okay, so everyone's all leveled up. That's great. I didn't even realise this silly little tiny encounter would cause so much.
Hang on,
chaos.
I've now got 1,001 spells to choose. So
maybe.
Oh,
Well, fortunately, you can cut all this stuff. But
yeah. This is all part. This is why you have to pre-record, because people level up as well, so it makes it fun.
nonsense.
Oh,
Cool.
I get 4th level spells now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is very good because things will start heating up soon, I'm sure. So, as in, we'll start hitting. Okay, I'll start describing the next area whilst you're doing that. So this dragon sort of passes on by and continues just on out the gates, flows back in, and is just off, just raining terror. It seems to be part of the danger of living in a city that is falling apart and reigned over by dragons. So it's just part of it. So before you, to the south, is a garden that sort of fronts onto a very similar looking cathedral to the cathedral you just come from, so the temple cathedral Gothic object that you came from. And intelligence-wise, Erra, they would know that this is the temple to
Orgasm.
Forgasm. Ragahammathar. This is the brother.
Orgasm.
Yes, Orgasm. Which is Werverender.
The two black dragons from outside. What is it? It's from the Mirror of Dead Men, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes, and they are.
Any points for that?
You can take points for that. I'll give you a point.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll give you a point for that. And,
All right, okay. If we're doing this,
Hey,
right,
whoa.
as part of leveling up, is anyone still hurt? By the way, Kel, you still hurt?
Yeah. I'm still
about
about
you?
9 down.
Oh, wicked. Well, because as part of leveling up, I got more lay on hands hit points. So that's another 45 points.
Oh, for gosh sake.
So I'm going to do. How much more do you need, mate? 9.
9.
So
please.
that's 9 times 5 is 45 points back to me, mate. So
That's another 2 levels. Fine, great. This is so broken. Okay, I'm saying that you've maxed out that platinum trophy. Right, is now maxed. Okay, the platinum trophy for heal benefits.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. He's only level. What are you
14.
level now?
14,
Yeah.
I have ever been entirely fair about it and just gone paladin all the way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's totally fine.
This is the best game of D&D I've ever played.
I'm glad of that. And that's all I'm here to do, is to make this. The whole point of this show, generally, is just to be broken D&D, because that's the whole point of it. Like, come on, I shouldn't really You keep healing people. You do you. You do you.
Just to clarify, does anyone remember exactly how bad the odds were against Ramji before we started? Because I'm pretty sure he was
138 to 1, and I believe people actually put it down on the paper, which I feel is perfectly reasonable thing to do.
138 to 1. But this is what happened last time. We had someone that was very low had a very low odds, but leveled up did what you're doing with the healing and trying to help out people and unarmed combat.
You were saying this broken thing happened last time and you didn't change.
No,
Okay.
I know. I've actually changed it because healing potions had much higher values. And so I thought this would help, but no. I not enough. I'm gonna have to nerf it majorly. But then I don't mind. That's the thing. I don't mind. I want you to level up. I want you to have fun.
Yeah.
How many hit points have you now got, Ramji?
Well, I'm on 110 out of 158, and now that the platinum thing's been out of the way,
you can.
If we can, then I'll dump I'll do the rest of the heals myself. But no, it's 110 right now. Okay. So,
hang on. Does anyone else still need healing?
I think we're good, mate.
Nah, shame.
Okay.
Seriously, it'd be so funny to have Steely down of all the characters. Steely down be level 20, while the rest of us is
level 20.
To be honest, it's going to be necessary. I'm just warning you, okay? Because there's going to be, there's some high-level encounters coming. So I'm glad that you're leveling up because, okay. Also, you gain 10 points additional as well. So you're halfway to your next level, good Chris, because you found the secret in the room, which is you did the roll that found that you pushed the button and the vat of acid drained. So you gained.
I was already 5 points into my next level, and now I'm 15.
Yes, you're 15. So I thought that as well.
I will catch you up legitimately.
Exactly. And I will boost you just because you're doing it legitimately as well. So
of course, I am a respectful.
Wait. Are you saying that I'm doing this illegitimately?
No, not illegitimately. Disrespectfully. There's a world of difference.
Well, that's probably pretty fair. In fairness, that's a pretty fair.
Evil, good, defined.
You get your money for nothing, but your chips are free.
Yeah. With that, you see a garden before you in front of this, and there are two statues either side of the two dragons, intertwining around glacial, glass or sort of crystalline dragons, and you can tell that they interlink. They would interlink to one another if you took the alternate glass dragon out of their pose, and that also is mimicked on the tops of these cathedrals. It's a beautiful garden. It's filled with lovely sort of. But mainly just sort of purples and violet and sort of deep blues and sort of vicious reds are flowers. So very vibrant but sort of slightly aggressive sort of colours of these flowers in this garden. But that's what it is, and it sort of is at a raised level to this other temple, which seems to go down. There's some steps in the middle that seem to go down into a huge arch where these two dragons then meet and intertwine over.
Just to be clear, this is also not where you go to become a dragon.
Yes.
That is, no, I'm informing them. So that is elsewhere, but if you wanted to find more...
Looking at Bertha.
Booty...
Yes, I am absolutely, definitely wanting that.
And you all...
Grand.
Fantastic. Cool. So
can I perception check or something?
Yeah, so you can make a perception check in the garden, so wish. And also to let you know, to the east, you notice a huge circular tower, like a Tower of Babel looking object, sort of growing up from the earth. And Erra, you would know, so from a lower level, so it seems to be one level down from this bridge and then growing up in levels. You know that is the tower, there's Dragotha's tower. And Dragatha is famously a Draco-Lich, and you can see adorning in each of those little vestibules an hourglass, but the hourglasses are all skulls and bone-like structures or twisted and warped. Dragons.
So, just to confirm, none of you have any interest in Draco-Liches or vampire dragons, because if you do, there's a definite death trap over there.
I'm so passe.
Yep. Good.
You're so what?
Passive.
I
Pious,
don't know if
eh?
that's a yes or a no. And stuff.
Right. Well, we could go there now.
Like a virgin, touched for the 31st time.
I think Steely Dan is saying yes. I think he would enjoy that idea.
My liege, your highness, what's more important? Booty, becoming a dragon, or finding your brother's hourglass?
Roll for it. Finding the hourglass.
Ah, cool.
Well, then in which case,
Hamilton,
Yeah.
on the map,
Yes.
this bridge has a sort of divot cut out of it.
Yes.
Then there's about, I'm going to say, like, something to the realm of about 50 feet, and then there's the beginnings of the tower.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. And that beginning of the tower is about, yes, it's sort of the same level. It's a bit lower down to you. There is also a drop from where you are of about 120 feet.
What's below us?
There's some stairs that go underneath this bridge that go down to the base of this large tower. And those stairs finish at the bottom on the right-hand side. And so, yeah, it's about 120 foot. I mean, if you jumped right in the most westerly part of that crack, it might be 100 feet, maybe 110.
100 feet down or 100 feet across?
Down, and then across, it's about 65.
Okay, let me just check how far I can jump, because I'm a Gith and we can famously jump very far. My strength score is that.
Oh, actually, if you jump at the closest, let's say it's 55, actually, the closest point. If you were verticaling it.
My long jump with casting the spell jump is 57 feet.
Okay, you can...
So, yeah, I'll just turn and go,
If you want to go there, I can leap across and make sure it is safe. Can you all transport yourselves over that distance?
No,
No.
Right.
we would have to walk the normal way.
I mean, it's so much less cool. I tell
That
you
is
what,
true.
if you give me a rope, anyone got any rope?
Anyone got rope?
Very good question.
hang on, I took a standard adventurous back because I'm an
I do have rope.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
Lovely. Give me your ropes, and I will create a rope for us to make our way there faster and more effectively.
Cool.
While he does that, can I
do
inspect
that.
the garden and try and find goodies?
Yeah. You can expect the garden, yes, whilst Erra goes off and does the jump. That's fine. Yes.
Okay, that
Okay.
is...
just to check if I get badass points for this. So I'm going to cast jump on myself,
Okay.
which I can do, I believe, once a day. Yes, it's scary, darling. I agree. There we go. So yes, I will cast jump on myself once per long rest,
Yep.
and I will take 10 feet, run up, and just do a full leap out across this gap with rope trailing behind me and land on the far side.
Okay, fine. Well, if you can make that jump, you can make that jump. I won't make you make any roll for it.
My long jump with, I just checked on because I use a calculator. There is no way of doing the maths fast enough. I can jump 57 feet horizontally when I cast jump.
Okay, so with that, it is slightly lower, so you gain slight advantage to it. So I'd say, just give me. I'm just trying to see, give me an acrobatics check, just to make sure that you don't land in one of the vestibules, which would make it too far, because that would make it 60. You know, they're
Sure.
10 foot. So just to make sure you've made the correct calculations. visually.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
One sec. Acrobatics. We have a nat 1.
Oh no.
Well, you've lost your 5 points.
There was always going to be one.
There
I'll
was going
take
to
it.
be one. So you've gone for this jump. I think what's happened, you're sort of focusing too much on this rope. You know, you're thinking like, I've got to make sure this rope doesn't come with me too far, and so you're keeping an eye on this rope. And Erra takes the jump, and in looking behind, realise, oh crap, I've gone for one of the vestibules. Like, I've gone for one of the sort of thing. And you're trying to. So I'll give you a strength save if you wish to see.
There is. Oh no, don't worry. I will cast Misty Step if I feel like I'm going to fall. And
fine, perfect. There you go. So they just like all those watching just see. Oh shit, he's gonna. Oh fuck, and then. Little bit of mist pops, and then you.
That also means I lose the rope. So the rope just swings back.
And then you're on your own.
And I'm inside the temple, this awful temple of terrible things, by myself.
Yeah. Okay. So place yourself where you feel you've misty tapped to, so I know where you feel you've gone.
I'm looking for certain death. There.
So. Okay, that's the wall. So you'd be yeah. So that's the floor you're seeing below you.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you've misty stepped there. So you've got in. So where these vestibules are, it's sort of an open terrace. There's no balconies. There's no sort of structure externally. It's just terraces. And I just need to remind myself of something.
Didn't go as planned.
Very quickly. All right, so I just need to go.
I'll say in Bertha's head,
that didn't go as planned.
Seems problematic, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Erra, I'm gonna leave you there for a moment just to jump back to Bertha, who was making. They were making a look around in the garden. Is that right?
I previously rolled a 12.
A 12. You have a look around the garden. You notice there's two statues. The statues with a 12. What did I say? No, you're so close to it, so I'm going to say that you notice there's something odd about them, but you're not quite sure. And so
Should I get up and do like a really close, see if I can find levers and...
You can make an investigation check if you wish on one of them. Then if you roll, I'm going to up the DC, but if you roll high enough, I'll see if you find it. But
I will do it in here so that everyone can see what it is instead of actually on my dice.
Using the dice rolls channel.
Yeah. Oh, that was on a 19 for a second. It's a 5.
5. Okay. I'm sorry. With
that, it's so pretty.
You sort of press it and you go, oh, this
so smooth.
So smooth, exactly. And I can see my hand goes weird when I go the other side of the glass dragon. That's cool. And that sort of distracts you from finding anything particularly special. You're sure there's something, you're like, maybe it's just that it's kind of cool glass. That's it. What about Steely Dan and Babar? Anything that you two want to try doing, or are you just chilling?
Is Steely Dan currently galaxy braining with all of the new knowledge that they've acquired in the last 5 minutes?
You notice that Steely Dan doesn't appear to have got any smarter, though.
You've got all those level ups, you'll put anything into intelligence.
Not a single point. Not a single point.
I love how you've sort of mech'd up. Like, as in Steely Dan, like, becomes like little... all these little bits start working.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So he's now this huge red armored monstrosity, right? Like, that he's sort of still there looking at things and looking around. And as you do usually see that he is in no conceivable way any smarter, wiser, or any more able to communicate absolutely anything. So instead, he sort of he looks across at the space that you guys have looked and went, oh, here she comes. Watch out or she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. It's a grapefruit.
Right.
And then look to see whether is there enough space for him to jump across.
How far can they jump?
There's a strength of 20. I think that's one of the main things. And then the other bit. How tall is he? About 8 foot tall.
8 foot tall. So I'll use a calculator for you. This is such a pain. You can jump 20 feet horizontally unless you've got any of the things that increase your jumping ability. Have you got the athlete feat?
You've got athletics.
No. You're not a barbarian, fighter, monk, or rogue. You can't cast jump. You haven't got boots of stringing or striding and springing. So,
How many
the running start 20 feet.
Is it 1d10 per 10 feet? Is it 1d6?
He's not jumping just off the fucking
I'm
hook.
just checking because you might be
Steady
able to
on,
manage
steady
it.
on.
Yeah, but you're level 14. You're basically
Yeah, no,
gods.
but I'm not going to go
It's 2d10 after 20 feet, and then it's 1d6 on top of that.
Okay, right,
per
fine.
10 feet. Right?
Per 10 feet. So
I guess the question is though, is that how far is it?
the shortest distance is 55 feet to jump.
All right.
Because the spell jump triples your jumping distance. That's why I can do it.
All right, that's not gonna work then. But the rope is where?
Hanging loosely off your side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, we're on to a winner here.
I'm level 14. I can do anything. I'm basically a god. Jump across this gap.
Yeah.
No, mate.
Have you got a javelin? Have you got a javelin?
He does have a javelin. Yeah, that's what I was looking at actually. Yeah, he does have a javelin. So he's gonna look and stay and sort of stare for a while, and then he's gonna go.
While Steely
Let
does
me
making that roll.
make an intelligence roll to see if he knows which end side's the fucking javelin. Hold
Okay, go for it.
That's not bad. It's a 15, which drops down to like 11.
Okay.
So he does figure out which end of the javelin to tie it through.
Yeah.
So he's going to take the rope. He's going to chuck the javelin to see whether or not he can use it to be able to.
What's the javelin? It's 120, I think, with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, it's 120 with disadvantage, 30 without.
Yeah. So just roll me a disadvantage DC 10 just to make sure you don't hit. If you get a 1, you're hitting Erra. If you hit anything...
19 on the first dice, and which is 29, and 20 on the second. So, yeah.
Fine, yeah. So you throw it straight, and it goes right next to Erra. They sort of, you can say if you flinch or not, but it literally is like there with the rope.
My perception is dramatically low, so.
What? 5 minutes later.
Where did that come from?
With that, you turn around and notice that 3 figures are walking towards you, Erra. Sort of garbed in black cloaks with purple inlet linings.
I've been here before. Who are these fucks?
Well, you know that this is the Dragoth's tower. Everyone on this tower who maintains this tower is either a vampire or a lich or vampire spawn, and of that nature. You pretty much shouldn't be in this area if you're not. It's considered sort of off limits for most people to be here.
Totally fine. I will cast invisibility.
Okay, fine. There you go. So they continue on what they were doing, which is these 3 were coming round to take one of the hourglasses, and then they walk off back round off with the hourglass. They're up to something. They probably heard a noise, but as well, but you're invisible. Oh, but they see the... Sorry, I need to roll perception for the bloody javelin.
Yeah.
The javelin that's there. Sorry. Forgot about that.
With the huge rope attached to it.
They look at this rope. They notice it. They definitely notice it.
And they basically see Steely Dan moving most of the way across the rope with his movement now.
Okay, how have you secured the rope on the other
You're
side?
walking on a rope. An 8-foot-tall monstrosity is walking on a rope.
Listen, mate. Paladins are all about righteous, unlikely, miraculous behavior. I think we're all agreeing this is righteous, unlikely, miraculous behavior, so it's happening, right?
Okay, yes. I'd like you to tell me exactly how you've tied this rope down, and secondly, how you're walking across it.
I think it was more he was planning on using it to kind of make his way across to the other side with not that jump, not actually doing catastrophic amounts of damage to him.
So is he tightrope walking, or is he holding on?
I don't know. I don't think it's tied at one end. It's not tied on the bridge end, is it? It's just tied on the. It's just javelined into the other end.
So what
you swung.
You're gonna swing.
It swung. Yeah.
But okay. But the way that's going to swing...
He has an intelligence of 1, Hamilton. What exactly are you planning on telling me that is going to genuinely make any difference to this conversation?
Okay, so what's going to happen is they're going to see this rope sort of slacken then tighten, and then you go swinging, and you're going to basically faceplant directly into the lower level section.
Is there any way that having seen them, right, I can use a bit of like a bit of channel divinity or a spell or something that will allow me to slam into them in
right.
a unnecessarily heroic manner.
60 feet below them.
If you're 6 feet below
Listen,
them.
mate, your
Right.
physics doesn't work on this
Fine.
planet.
Okay, so you see them. Right, what I'm going to suggest then is you get this rope and you walk yourself backwards. You've tightened it, and your strength. What's your strength score? What's your strength?
20.
20. Okay.
Is this rope elastic?
Yes, that's it, right? So you're going to wrap this rope around like both your arms. You're a mechanical droid, and you just move it backwards, and you're stretching and stretching this, and you've made it like 60 foot, where you've walked back right to the edge of the other edge of the bridge, and you're just going to then, and with the elasticity, and with your strength, and you launching yourself off this, I'm going to ask for a roll, basically.
What would you like, mate?
I would like
an intelligence check.
Yeah, I want a. What do I want? How about this? I'm gonna say, because this is going for rule of cool, I want a charisma check because I want to see how cool you can be. How's that?
Okay, a charisma save or a charisma check?
Charisma save.
Charisma save. All right, that is a 28, mate.
28. So with a 28, what happens is
15 paladin gives me plus 13 to charisma saves.
Yeah.
Aye.
So
Nicely
I am breaking this game, but it's fine. Because
I'm loving it.
But what happens
It was broken originally.
Exactly, it was already broken, so that's it. So you've pulled this, you've made somehow this rope was elastic. It was a bungee cord that you took with you because you're an extreme mist, maybe. Erra, was it Erra's? Erra, was it yours?
Sure.
Yeah. So you like base jumping in your spare time. They love it. So the bungee cord.
Intelligent but not wise, probably.
Probably. Off sigil into the. Just imagining it. That's great. You've pulled this taut. You've got yourself up. You run and you just go like a rocket.
Booster ignition
like this,
and
like,
the final
fist
liftoff
forward
of Discovery.
And tumble all three of them like bowling balls. Temping balls, like temping pins, and they just go down and get squashed into this vestibule where they were looking at the hourglass. They were all facing the other way at the time, let's say, and you just squash them. They will take. You will also take damage, by the way, so don't forget that. You've got 100. You've jumped, let's say 60 feet, but with bungee, let's say it 80 foot worth of damage. So that's 2d10 plus. So that's 2 and 8, so that's 10, and then 8, then 66. So 11, 13, 14, 19, 23, 29 points of damage they take, as well as you. But Steely Dan, you've gone over there and landed in this vestibule.
And how hurt would you say they were after taking these damage?
They were all only vampire spawn, so I think I just need to get up their stats because I've got way too many open.
Please.
Oh, why is it not typing? They have got. They're dead. They're dead.
They have got their dead.
No, they're not dead. They're not dead. I was reading armor class. Yeah, no, they're not dead. They've looked sort of relatively badly damaged, but they're getting themselves up. And you've attacked.
I'm invisible, but I will draw my massive great sword and.
As they were doing their morning ablutions and various other rituals that they were perhaps expecting.
No, they surprisingly they were more likely to be burned alive or acided by a dragon, but a flying Warforged on a bungee cord was definitely not on their retinue. Like that was not.
So would you therefore say that meant that I and the rest of my compatriots would be entitled to what we might refer to as a surprise round?
Yes, I would suggest.
Well.
Yes.
And would you say as part of that surprise round, we would therefore be attacking with what many people in our world would refer to as advantage.
Yes, I would. I would also say they are prone at the moment, so therefore you've already gained advantage anyway.
Can I also have some free tea and biscuits while we're lawyering? I mean, for fuck's sake.
Do you also want to level up a couple more times? But
I'd love to. Why not? Sure.
Well, I'm gonna say that for that, you're gonna get actor points. You're gonna get some actor points for that. So so that's an additional. I think that's a worthy 5. It's not worth a 10 because you've already gained so much from it.
138 to 1, mate. That's where it started.
Exactly. Yeah. Barbarian and Bertha, you're being left behind on this bridge. How fares you? Basically.
The rope's now gone as well.
The rope's gone. So is Steely Dan and Erra. So you are.
Is there not a chance that the rope would have pinged back and given them a chance?
I've given you a lot, Ramji. I've given you more rope than you've been there.
You give me an awful lot of rope, mate, and I've
exactly.
properly hung myself.
Yes, exactly. So literally and metaphysically. So Babar and Bertha. What's your plans?
My liege, I can get us across there should you desire it. And have fun with a battle and some random mayhem and murdering, or we can just toddle off on our own here. What is your preference?
You can get us across that.
Well, in the same manner, I have a crossbow and I have rope.
Oh.
Only I'm not going to be so dumbass as to let it trail behind me. I will actually secure the other end, sir.
You are definitely the wisest of the crew. Let us try, and then if it doesn't work, we can run around.
Okay.
Absolutely, sir.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'll do that.
So you take a shot. Just give me. So I'm going to say that this would be your surprise round. So you're losing out on your surprise round. But so, I'm just going to go off dex because it's a lot easier than everyone rolling too many things. So it will be just checking. I think.
Could it be strength?
No, sorry, it's dex. It's going to be Erra, then Bertha, then I will then give Steely Dan, then Babar. That's how your turn sequence will go. Is that all right? Everyone got that? So it's Erra, Bertha, Steely, Babar. So yeah, so make your attack roll, Bertha, because you made that, and then we'll jump into Erra's turn. That's how we'll go. So just shoot the arrow with the thing attached and make a. Did I say last time? Just make an attack roll. That's it.
How tall did you say these statues are?
They are about 15 feet.
That's it.
They're not very big. These statues are quite small part of the garden, sort of like a garden statue you might find in a palatial home, not palatial, like a mansion.
I say yes, 15 feet. That's a perfectly normal statue in my garden.
No, I don't mean like my garden. I mean like Lord Farquhar. I don't know a lord's off the top of my head.
Hang on, have you not got 15-foot statues of yourselves in your garden?
No, mine's in my room.
Okay, good. That's okay.
Yeah, doesn't let it outside.
Mine has a pole next to it. Not for me, just to clarify.
No, it's for your adoring fans.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
quite. 22 to hit for the crossbow with the rope attached.
Perfect. So you go straight, very close to where Steely Dan's went in, and you secure it at the base, and that's your turn. So then we'll move over to Erra. Erra, so you're invisible. You've got your sword at the ready, and these three vampire spawn are prone on the floor, a little bit dazed, a little bit confused. I'm just going to zoom into you, the people at home. So they're all in a very small area with Steely Dan in the way. But up to you what you
Can I go and stand next to Steely Dan?
Yes. Yeah, they're
still invisible, not breaking invisibility. I will hold an attack. I'm going to hold a spell.
Okay.
I will hold a spell as my action. And do you want to know what spell it is? Do you want to know what I'm doing?
Yes,
or would you rather I just...
I would like to know.
Okay. I'm holding a booming blade. I'm holding the cantrip.
Okay, cool. Fantastic. All right, so that is...
Just waiting, and my trigger is if someone attacks Steely Dan.
Fine. Okay.
Before they hit them.
I see. Yes. So if they look like they're about to make an attack, you go.
Correct.
Fantastic. Right. Then we go back to Bertha. So we're now back in. We're in order now. So Bertha, you shot the arrow? Would you then? How you secured it down? Were you now? What's the plan?
Sorry, was distracted.
Sorry.
Say again.
You've shot the arrow. You've got a taut rope
Right.
because you've secured it.
I've attached it. I've tied it off on.
Yeah.
It's not a crustacean, but it's like the castle things that go up and down, and it's similar to a crustacean, like
Castellation.
whatever that word is.
Castellation.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. I should know this as an architect. I should know these notes.
I'm just gonna like hop on and then hand over fist it with my ankles tied around the rope, so that even if my hands give out, then I'm still attached, and
Right.
over I go.
So it is shortest distance. You've gone. It's 5. What's your movement speed? Sorry.
30.
30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to say you dashed because you're going to move at half speed like that. So you've gone. If you use your dash action, you only get 30 in the round. Is that fair? Is that fine?
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that I can use to speed that up or get further.
You don't have haste or anything.
No. I wish I was a rogue.
They are useful in these situations.
Or a wizard that, can haste myself. But no, I don't have...
Aren't you a sorcerer?
Yeah, but I don't have haste. I know wizard spells, but I've never played a sorcerer.
I've got haste if we need it later.
Okay.
Excellent.
There you go. So then we move on to... If that's the rest of your turn, then it's Steely Dan. Steely Dan, you are prone as well, but you're going before all these vampires because they've got low.
I will stand up and I will say, pat my glaive in hand, I will say, well, again, it would be nice if I could cut your body, cause I know everybody needs a body like you. And I will take the first one and swat with my large glaive. Rolling a...
All attacks are instant crits, aren't they, if they're prone? And they hit.
No, just advantage.
Advantage, so...
okay, so...
The first attack is a 24 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
I think I get 3 at level 14? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Two.
2. I think it's 15 that you get the third attack, isn't it?
So
Oh no, hang on.
What?
I'll check.
Oh, thank you. The second one is a 29 to hit with advantage. So
both of those hit.
cool. I will pop a level 1 smite into both. Then.
Okay, so this makes it magical.
So the first one will take a mere 16 points of regular slashing damage.
Yeah.
But the smite will be 3d8 because I get the extra crit smite thing that comes from regular die.
Yeah, you only have 2 attacks, mate. You don't get the third attack because you're not a fighter.
No worries, it's all gravy. Thank you for looking it up. So 13 points of radiant as the first smite kicks in.
13.
So 16 plus 13, so 29 points of damage.
29 points.
Is he dead?
29 plus 20. Yes, the first one is dead. You have killed that one. Also, it's undead, so you get an additional D8, don't you?
Ooh,
It's already
that's
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's already
it's
dead, but
It's already dead.
just letting
But
you
for
know
the
that for the next attacks, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So the second one which hits will then do so that's 18 points of regular glaive damage, but then I will do
Take that one off the board.
23 points of radiant damage on top of that.
Okay. 22
And then
on top of what? On top of...
On top of the 18, so 40 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you killed the other...
And then I'm going to make a bonus action attack with my Polar Master, using the butt end of it, which I rolled a natural 1, but it's advantage, so I roll again, and I roll a 18 to hit.
You can also divine smite in these, mate. You're allowed to.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100% gonna.
Yeah. So you hit again. Yeah. Okay.
I will then.
This is going to be quite an easy encounter, I think.
You are such a dirty min-maxer. It's great.
I am 100% filthy bastard.
I will then do a total of 13 plus 7 is 27 points of damage to this thing.
Oh, this one sits there with 1 hit point remaining. So you didn't get the hat trick, but you got the first.
Oh, didn't I?
You did get the first kill.
Cool.
You did roll a natural
And first
1.
blood. Yeah.
So
It's advantage, right? So.
Oh, it doesn't count. So you've got 15 points so far for first kill and first blood. It wasn't unarmed. You didn't get 3. We'll see if you take no damage. But there you go. Right. Then that turns it to Barbarian. Barbarian. You are at the other end of this rope. Bertha is halfway across. Are you going to make your way across?
Does it look safe, even to me? Like, I'm not trying to think about it, I'm just trying to look at it.
Yeah.
So two large creatures on this tiny rope held by a little crossbow looks safe to me.
Probably not, but you're not that intelligent, so you probably think it's okay.
Okay, then I just go for it.
Okay, so you move. What's your speed? Walking speed?
40.
40. So
Yeah.
you get to Bertha. You're in the center, and it's getting a little bit saggy because you're quite a heavy Loxodon. And now, what do you do? Do you climb over Bertha to keep going on, or do you stop when you get to them?
I don't know. I think I'll just stay. I'll just stay
Okay,
behind.
You just stay behind. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So you stay behind. It's looking a little bit. It's going. You can see Erra and see Dan would even notice this, that you hear the little arrows bolt is coming slightly loose. It's sort of tensioning.
Okay.
If they don't get across soon, it might come out, or if someone does something about it. Yeah, so that's the whole round. So we're back to Erra. Erra, there is one vampire spawn with 1 hit point. They're looking pretty bad, to be fair, now.
Yeah, but there's also some allies about to fall 120 feet.
Yeah.
And I am playing a good character.
Yes.
I'm going to run over to the rope,
Yep.
and I'm still invisible. And if I just grab hold of it, will that secure it enough for them to cross? Do I need to make checks? Do you need me to use some spells to do something clever?
I would
What
like
do you
you
need?
to, it depends what you want to do. If you want to take a hold of it, I'd like a strength check. If you want to, you describe what you want to do, and I'll give you a check for it, basically.
Grand. Then in which case I will run over and most of my spells are not really useful in this situation, so I will save them. I will run over and I will just grab hold of the rope, sort of double wrap it, and try and give them.
Okay.
I mean, either strength check to hold the rope or give them advantage to get across it without it falling. Whatever you need. Do you want me to roll?
Why don't you make a roll for the strength, just to know what the strength is and see if it then causes them issues. How much is it?
Check or saving throw. It doesn't matter. I'm not proficient. It doesn't matter. I'm not proficient. Ooh, 7. I'm going to burn a sorcery point to re-roll that using what's it called? Magical guidance. Because that was awful.
Okay.
It's exactly the same roll again.
Oh,
7. So you don't do anything worse. You're not doing much better. It's still coming out of the wall slightly.
Well, I'm again wisdom very low, so this is the smart thing to do, trying to protect. Yeah. I'm still invisible as well, so.
Fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so that's your turn. It's then Bertha's turn. Bertha, you are halfway across. Babar has reached you. Is right behind you. It's sagged quite a lot. So it's sagged so much that it's probably not 120 foot now. It's probably about 90 foot. It probably felt like it's that far difference. And you can feel that it's sort of losing its. You can feel little judders in the rope, basically. What do you do?
You're muted.
Oh.
Sorry. Because I was vaping.
Oh, it's fine.
There are things that I could do, but I don't want to do them. So I'm just going to try and use my movement again and see how far I can get with that to start.
All right, you make your movement, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you do get to the other side. And do you drop off once you get to the edge?
Yeah, I'll hop off.
Okay, so when you do that, it actually makes quite a big difference. That it kind of releases a bit of tension. You think, oh, is that actually going to go? But I'm going to say even that little 7 of Erra, as they've helped just retain it from fully coming out. Babar, it's kind of gone up, so you're now a bit higher up and a bit more taut, more slack actually, I guess is the term, isn't it? But yeah, it's not so droopy anymore, and you're still hanging in the middle, right? And that's your dash act to get you that far as well, Bertha. So unless you want to do any bonus actions, that's pretty much where you are.
I do not think I have any bonus actions, but I would just very fast check. How far away is the mostly dead undead?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's quite hard to see because the hatch is on this side for some reason.
No, it's too far away for what I was going to do, so that's fine.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn. It's then Steely Dan's turn again. Steely Dan. Oh wait, sorry, no, it's now the vampire spawn's turn.
The vampire,
it's the vampire now. So the vampire spawn is going to get up to use half its movement. It is then going to regain some hit points. It does. So as it stands up, it just seems to sort of, one of the sort of wounds in its side sort of just like reforms a bit. Maybe it like clicks a bone back in place from it being pummeled against the wall. And it will then take an attack against you. But Erra, you're no longer holding your action. So
No, I went to hold the rope.
So it's going to just get its claws and go for a swipe at you. It gets to take 2 attacks. 16 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, second attack.
What's your AC at the moment?
15 to hit, so that doesn't hit either. So it just goes like this, but it just completely misses the mark. You roll 2 just dex, or it just hits your armor but does nothing but barely scratch it. And that's its turn. That is its measly turn, and now it is your go.
So there is a point where Steely Dan looks at it and stares closely into its vampiric face and will attempt to use one use of my channel divinity, control undead.
Yeah. Okay.
Presuming this counts as undead to control my undead with.
It is undead. Yes, it is undead.
So please, can you have a wisdom saving throw of a DC 17?
Wisdom saving throw of a DC 17. Dice. Wisdom is only +0. A 3. It rolls a 3, so it fails.
It must obey my commands for 24 hours or until I use that feature again. Unless its CR is greater than 14. Sorry, I meant that.
Greater than 14?
1-4, yeah.
Jesus.
I don't think it is.
5. Vampire spawns are 5.
5, yeah.
In which case, this vampire, you see there's this moment of Steely Dan. There's a couple of lights that go on, beep, 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 and then like he just sort of reaches out and slams what appears to be a small remote control device onto this creature, who then turns around and just goes, "I'm terribly sorry. Dan can't get to the phone right now, but I'm here to help you in any way I possibly can."
Oh, so they've got the intelligence for you to communicate. That's very useful. So we are sort of out of combat now. Because that's done. So, Babar, I assume you make your way across just to speed this along, and and so Babar, you make your way across, and maybe at that point we take a little break for 10 minutes. Does that work for everyone?
Sounds good.
And then, we'll do that. So, for in real time, it will probably be 10 minutes as well. So everyone hydrate, have a break, and we'll see you back here in 10 minutes. Ba-da-da-da-da. Getting feedback of me.
All right. So, what did everybody think? There we go. Now I should be good. Why can't I hear you, Hamilton? I think you're muted.
There we
go.
go.
There we go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. They built this map. It was like, what, 3 times 5? It was nearly, I don't know, a mile wide in all directions, and we stayed in the top right-hand corner. And also, it took ages longer than I thought it was going to take to do some things, but they did it in such class and style, which I really enjoyed. But that also meant what's going to happen now is that we're going to have a brief little break, and then we'll come back and play the second part of this, which is where I had to just basically teleport them to the final boss battle because we were running out of time. So that's what's going to happen when we come back after a 10-minute break. But hopefully, I wanted to also reiterate how much I'm loving Ryan's little edits. The rocket ship and the 10-pin bowling was really good. We also get to meet Reginald in a bit. I don't know if they're gonna. That's the vampire spawn that Steely Dan has taken along with them, so that'll be fun. Anyway, we'll have a 10-minute break, 5-10 minute break.
Yeah, that works for me.
And then we'll be back. So I'm sorry it's a late one for people in the UK, but this was the longest one, and there was a lot of stuff that I tried that it just had to show you. So there you go. Okay, but we'll be back to find your Draco-Lich.
All right, we'll be back.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. We are back. Can everybody hear me? Hamilton, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you, Hamilton. You're muted.
You see me?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
we're
I
back.
can hear you. We're back.
Hope everyone had a nice little break, little refreshment. Yeah, so we're gonna very quickly teleport to the final boss battle now. I think the one thing I forgot to mention there before the thing, and Crafty Gobbler, you already joined the Discord community, zooming in there. But yeah, everyone out there, I put a link in the chat for joining the Discord. There's lots of people in there. There's lots of memes, as Emil does all the time. And it'd always be nice to have you if you're interested in the show. You can always I'm going to be posting stuff in there, like the maps that you see on here. You always see like my artwork that I'm doing for our City of Mist campaign. So there's all lots of fun stuff in there, as well as doing some mini Dragon's Duel games every now and again. And you can gain points towards your levels to your characters at home. And I'll talk to your DMs if they won't allow you to take them, and add 2 to your strength or whatever you gain. So yeah, just send me their number. But that's basically all I wanted to say before you get in and see how this finishes up, really.
Yeah, I would just also like to point out that the Discord server is a great place to find out what we have coming up. Yes. Just because Hamilton's really good about blasting out, like, hey, we're going to be doing this on this date at this time. Not that you can't catch it on Twitter, but just Discord.
It's always there. And then maybe you could be on the show at one point when we do some game shows, because we're always looking for cast members and people to come on. So there's always a bit of that. So yeah. Okay, exactly. So I'm gonna play the show here. The audio might be a little bit loud. Just bear with us while I try and get the audio all like leveled correctly. But yeah, otherwise, enjoy the show, guys, and there shouldn't be too many more interruptions from us. Okay, we promise. You'll see us at the end of it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, we're back. I hope everyone had a nice little break and hydrated, as everyone should do. I've got my water.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. Don't want to be everyone's dad, but there you go. And then, so with that, there's a quick level up. So, Evil Chris has leveled up one more place. Good Chris has leveled up 2 more levels, and Bertha Maggot has leveled up 1 more level. However, Steely Dan has leveled up no levels so far. But actually, that's a lie. You leveled up once because you got first kill and first blood, and you had a 5, so you leveled up once. So you've leveled up 1. But I'm expecting more game breakingness to occur. So
I'm trying to currently break the game. You're picking the right feat. So
And I mean, DM, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel that having checked the rules, but I hate these phrases so much. It's so fun to use them. So I was thinking that, like you were saying, this vampire spawn that's now my minion and also my translator.
Yeah.
Let's call him Reginald. You think that the Reginald or
that
Reggie?
Is so weird. I always have a Reginald in every single one of my one shots. That is so weird.
I bet you thought you were original. But yeah,
that's for sure. That's definitely not.
I'm so sorry. I was pretty terrible.
Go to hell.
Minus 10 points to Gryffindor.
Oh, yes,
You've literally lost the level now. I'm sorry. I'm taking one of your levels away. That one you gained is lost.
Reginald will now fix this because Reginald gains 10 hit points per turn, which would still allow me the opportunity to give 3 hit points turns worth of healing to him, which buys me 15 points. Then the remaining, I have 31 points of lay on hands remaining, so I'm going to sit there going boop, 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 1 a turn, which will take a little while, but maybe like 5 minutes or so, while everyone's trying to fucking scramble up a cliff or whatever they're doing. And that in total, I believe, will give me another further 62 points, which leaves me 77 points if I look at this from the perspective of
so that's
what one might
levels. 3
levels.
Yeah, so it's another three levels closing on to 4 for the last one.
Yeah.
So plus the one that we just got gives me the 10 points for the first kill, the 5 points plus the original 5 previously. That's a plus 4 levels, and 3 points to my next level, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So you're on level 19.
Level 18.
Level
18, very close.
Okay.
Steely Dan will not take another point of intelligence because 138 to 1, everyone.
I know who the Draco-Lich is going to be focusing their attacks on there, I'll tell you that. Oh, you want to heal each other, do you? Okay, heal yourself then. Not that there's a Draco-Lich coming up or anything like that.
No.
That was a Draco-Lich?
Right, great. I had yeah, okay, fine. Good.
Okay, I'm going to break this even further.
Yeah.
For my level 18 feet, or whatever that one is, 16 feet, I'm going to take Lucky.
Such a bastard.
He's like, the face on his I mean, mate, I've had this happen to me so many times. I just don't get to ever do this to anyone.
No, seriously, you
such
can't.
a large drink.
You can't
This is
phase
amazing.
me. You can't phase me. I'm totally okay with it. I'm not here for this is no serious game. So.
No, this is absolutely genuinely.
I'm glad about that because what I've got planned is going to fuck shit up.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
come on.
I have
Let's
also
go.
power leveled the shit out of this, so I cannot wait.
Because what's going to be really interesting. So, okay, I'm just going to give this some background to everyone here. We're going to have to soon enter into the final battle just because it's a game show-ish, so we're going to sort of force our way to it. In a sense, so don't worry. So I'm going to be at Ray rolling, but anyway. And then additionally to that, when we get we're going to when that starts, I'm going to say depending on what time we're at, the last 10 minutes, I'm going to do a call out to you and let you know that within 10 minutes, or I might say 15 minutes, there's going to be a countdown, and at the end of it, whoever is either the most alive will go through to the next round.
Ooh.
Or whoever is alive, but I'm just letting you know that that's where it is. So be mindful that in this next round there is also the potential that 2 of you are going out, no matter what. Maybe 3 if all 3 of you die. 3 of you die and only 1 of you survives. Whoever's last live.
But all 3 of you, like, it's not gonna be Steely Dan.
Yes,
Like,
well, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. I was kind of doing it on purpose.
I don't entirely understand because I mean a lot of this is going to get pointed at me, and I'm only 18th level. I mean, I've literally.
To be honest, a lot of these attacks are pretty AOE, so you're all going down. Anyway. So we will cut back into the action. So you've just taken Barbarian and Bertha have just arrived finally onto the platform of Dragotha's tower. Steely Dan has converted or sort of enchanted this vampire spawn who to be their communicator, as well as sort of what is it called? Is compel? Is it a command, or what was the spell you used?
The ability is let me just check.
Charmed or dominated.
Control undead.
Control undead.
Yeah.
Control undead.
And your commands.
Erra did a very good job actually of being a supporting class that actually tried to help out, but never actually got to do anything, but successfully didn't get themselves in any danger, and we were all waiting around.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. You go.
Quite well, thank you. I appreciate your assistance in saving both me and my sire.
Of course, I was hired, but I don't want anyone to get hurt.
Well, you won't get paid the rest of your money if we die.
Sure, it's a secondary notion to me, but
Here, have 5 gold as thank you anyway.
Um,
and I'll give you 5 gold.
Can I roll an insight check? I'm concerned about the alignment of the rest of my party.
You can make an insight check about that. Yeah, go for it. Please do.
13.
13. Make deception. Who? Make someone of your character party make a deception check with advantage for everyone. Let's just do that. And see
Anyone particular want to, or shall I?
Worried about.
Well, Steely Dan's got the highest charisma. That's all I'd say.
I'll do it. Okay.
Okay.
Dan with advantage is a that's a 21.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine. Yeah, that's it.
Dan looks at his Reginald, his new friend, and just says, "All the leaves are brown, but this guy is called James." And Reginald turns around and goes, "My lord, Dan, wishes you to all prepare yourselves because potentially this arena might be somewhere that we may be encountering some unfriendly territory."
And then
he's asked
sorry.
you all the things he may know about this particular place, and I am about to tell you everything I know.
And then suddenly, with that, you all feel yourself, and you're all teleported because
How convenient.
because it's Deus Ex Machina. Here we go. Right, I'm gonna just move you about a bit, so you just.
All as I heard was it's a day of sex machina.
Hey, there you go. So I'm just going to erase the whole map stuff so you can see it all now because it doesn't matter. And then
That massive, beautiful map that we never got.
Yeah, you didn't go anywhere over that side. You will get teleported to the top of this tower. I'm just going to move you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, because that's a good place to be because there's nothing
To
bad.
shreds, you say?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
To the top of the tower.
Hey!
Hey! So you
Up
just,
we go.
So you go. Ooh. And when you arrive there, you stand at the top, and there is so it's an open palisaded sort of like dome. There's a sort of dome top with these columns around you. So you're in like an inner circle that has another terrace on the outside, and in the middle, it's sort of broken out to the west where there's a big chasm, and flying in that chasm is a humongous. I need to make this bigger. There we go. That's probably big enough, isn't it? Let's go with that. Can you see that now?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Is it?
Humongous dragon. And then also standing there, seemingly slightly taller than your average humanoid, in a black sort of paladin-like armor as well, on the ground, sort of seemingly calling forth to this humongous skeletal, caking bodily skin falling off it. It's sort of ragged skin that remains on this skeletal form, but this huge Draco-Lich, which even to Barbarian with his low wisdom can recognize some sort of resemblance because it has a huge singular horn that comes out of its center of its nose.
Your brother's a rhino, but you're an elephant.
Half brother. It's a half brother.
Ah.
Clearly. And
My brother's a dragon.
but he's, exactly.
Okay.
And this clad figure in the black armor sort of is seemingly casting some sort of spell, sort of one hand towards you, one hand up at this sort of dragon, and is sort of holding it there. And as he finishes casting, you sort of form there. The dragon comes down and just sort of consumes this character, and just eats him in one sort of. But he seems to be. You see his sort of form sitting within the sort of skull of the Draco-Lich, so it's not like he's actually at him. It's just sort of like he sort of looks like he's sort of commanding it like a mech, if you know what I mean.
Grinding him.
Oh, so he was outside? I thought this whole thing was like, we thought we've been chasing the dragon. It was my brother the whole time. I'm so confused now. No idea what's going on.
You just got Pacific rimmed.
You just got Pacific Rim, basically. Yeah, that's basically it. Don't worry. You were coming here. Recap. You were coming here to find your and you notice that inside the hand that you have. Well, there's no sense of this hourglass anywhere yet, but you've got this dragon, this Draco-Lich, which has got some sort of knightly figure inside its skull that seems to be commanding it. You're not sure, but it looks like Rhino. Looks like Retaxes Rhino-Optrix is here, and they sort of boom out, going, "You dare to come and take my hourglass and my soul, barbarian! You fool! I knew of your plans. I will decimate you all here on this tower of all Draco-Lich is before me. And that's all he says. And it's now time to enter battle. And that's it. You are ready to go. Okay,
Would you like us to roll initiative?
I would like you to actually roll initiative this time because this means something. Okay, and they will roll initiative also.
7.
+1 on roll initiatives. It's not a lot. 4. Roll a 4. It's not a lot.
26.
26. Okay, give me 1 second. So I just need to erase my notes here. So we've got 26 for Bertha Maggot. We've got, was it 7 for Steely Dan?
7. No, 7 for me.
Okay. Oh, okay, and the dragon 4. Sorry, what was what are the others?
14 for Steely Dan, 7 for Erra,
Yeah.
22 for Barbarian Monarch de Jour, and Bertha was 26.
27 for Barbarian, did you say?
So
22.
22 for Barbarian.
26, sorry.
22.
Okay, so we've got
All
B-
2, 22.
Sorry, yeah. B, BA, Steely, Erra, Dragon. Okay, that was
No,
alright then.
Bertha first, right?
Bertha, yeah, BE, sorry, BA, BA.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't
That's
do
what I
that.
said, sorry, BE, BA.
That's right, mate. That's right.
And a dragon has got that many hit points. Interesting. Okay, and I remind everyone, this will probably go on for no longer than about 50 minutes, and so in about 35 minutes there will be a 15 minutes and I'll remind you, and you will then.
So we're all getting 1 turn.
Exactly. This is the thing. It becomes a problem.
Pre-plan what you're gonna do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Try and be on the mark. So I'm setting a timer for when it remind me. Okay.
Hamilton, do you want us to pre-roll if we know what we're gonna do?
Yes, pre-roll and just go for it. Okay.
Cool.
Armor class
Where
is
is-
15. I'll let you know that. Okay.
Bertha is not on the roof.
Oh,
I can't find Bertha at the
sorry,
moment.
I didn't. I took the vampire spawn. And there was only 4. Yeah, you're there as well.
Okay, thanks.
I kind of like
The
the
vampire
idea
spawn
that
come
they
with us.
It is with you. It is with you. I love the idea that it thought there were only 4 companions and just left Bertha behind. But I won't do that to you because
The obligatory player questions. How far is it from me to the dragon thing?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
45.
Yeah. Okay. Right now I will be playing some epic dark music, but because we're doing this over Discord, there is none right now.
Chances of anything coming from Mars
Just
were
imagine.
1,000,000 to 1, they said. Sorry.
Okay, so first up, Bertha, what's your plan?
Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is use my ability of Hound of Ill Omen, which is as a bonus action, I can spend 3 sorcery points to magically summon basically a direwolf.
Okay, fantastic. Right,
So I'm going to do that and get it to go as close to the dragon as possible. If it can reach there, then I'll have it attack. If it can't, then just as fast as it can move.
Direwolf, how far can a direwolf move? 40?
1 second, that is 50 feet.
50 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Oh, it's within striking distance. This Draco-Lich has come down to take this bite of this this knightly figure, and is sort of clinging on to the side of the sort of fallen away ruin of this tower. So it is on ground. You can attack it at ground level. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
So it only has bites,
Okay.
which I will command it to do,
okay.
which is 8 plus 5, 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That does not hit.
Okay.
I'd like all of you now to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
If you're all within 10 feet of me, you get plus stupid on the save. Hold on. Plus 4 on the save, I think.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Minimum,
All of you add plus 4. I'm going to say all of you can add the plus 4. That's
Is
fine.
it a charm or frighten effect?
Frighten?
If it's frightened,
Cool.
you're not affected by it if you're within 10 feet of me because you're immune
Which,
to it.
I mean, I have advantage anyway, so
All right, I will say that if you're, I'm going to extend that feat because of just I've put you further away, but actually you would all be very much next to each other. So I've just moved you around, but technically you're all within 10 feet, I'd say, of
Of Steely?
Yeah.
In which case, we're all immune to it.
All immune to it. Fine. So it just tries to. It's such a horrifying vision that you're seeing that it just rattles you. But obviously, with this warming electrical presence, the sort of hum of a generator, you feel.
You just
safe.
hear this music in the background going, "Forever dumb. I wanna be forever dumb.
Don't you wanna
be forever, forever, and ever."
I don't know why that's reassuring, but it is.
So with that, so yeah,
It's
that's
within
fine.
30 feet. Sorry, pardon me. Within 30 feet. I apologise anyway, so it's all good.
Oh my gosh!
Paladins.
If you
Yep.
save the
Paladins
fail,
are obscene, mate.
if you save the fail by 5 or more, the target will age by 1d4 times 10 years. Holy shit! That's bad.
High CR monsters do ridiculous things for nothing.
This is so cool.
And you
Right, okay, yeah. You go.
For my main action, I do want to do something else though.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast Polymorph on myself
Yeah.
and turn into a young green dragon.
Yeah! Boom!
Which is the same level as
Polymorph's
this.
beasts only.
Do you want to...
Polymorph is beasts only.
Shape change you need for the dragons.
Yeah.
Polymorph is you've got to be class beast. Dragons is type dragon. It's really annoying.
What level are you?
8.
Okay, Mammoth, I think is the... Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mastodon.
I thought you could do... Damn.
Mammoths are fucking awesome. You could
I'll go
you
with
can
the mammoth
literally
then, I just
charge
haven't
into
found that
him,
one yet.
and you've got like 160 hit points. Like,
Nice.
I don't have a mammoth, but I will give you some big teeth. How's that? There you are. You are... There you go. You've got a big teeth.
I don't have a mouth, but I do have these little teeth going. Nah, 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 nah.
Right, I'll just
That's
move
probably
you
good.
off the map for now, so I don't lose a token. But that's you, okay? Big teeth.
Okay, I found it, so I have everything now. Cool.
Okay, cool. So
no, you can charge it and trample on all the rest of it.
that's your
Awesome.
turn. Right, fine. Okay.
Hang on, no. You could do movement to charge whatever. You can attack, so it's not worth it. Yeah, good point.
Okay.
I will move to the side slightly, so I'm over there and leave it at that.
All right, cool. Barbarian, you've seen this. Your brother reincarnate as a Draco-Lich. It's sort of flying about. I'm just gonna put that inside his head. A wolf has tried to attack it randomly, and you.
It's an invisible shadow hound, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Okay, fine. So nothing happened, and you're probably confused.
Yeah, I'm super confused, but just seeing all this happen, my supposed brother doing this, the only thing Babar can think is that he needs to get inside that dragon's mouth as well. He's gonna dash 80 feet
Okay.
all the way over and just jump inside.
Okay, you can definitely do that. You jump inside. Just give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check, however you wish, to see how well you enter it. If you don't cut yourself on its teeth, or
Yeah,
See
let's do
how
athletics.
well you enter it.
yeah, exactly.
Let's see, just make sure. An 11.
11. Okay, so on your way in, you do slightly nick yourself on one of the teeth and take what is its bite attack generally?
Oh, it's probably ludicrously high.
Yeah, it probably is actually. Well, you won't take all of it. I just want to sort of know what it is. Oh, why is it not showing me it? Here we go. Where are you gone? Bite, attack, claw, tail. Oh, it's at the bottom. How do you scroll down? That's why. 2d10 plus 8. So I'll just say 2d. Just let's just say d10. We'll say because it's that sharp. You take 3 points of damage. Not a lot. You just take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
It doesn't. And take. Sorry, you take a little bit of acid damage because it was a black dragon. So 1d6. 1. 4 damage total. Come on, you're meant to be a Draco-Lich. You should be doing much more than that just by 2d6 damage. It's nothing. Anyway,
He's now, wait, hang on. He's now in his mouth, and you have legendary actions.
that's very true. I do have legendary actions.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
So,
Outrageous. So
but
Chris,
one-
hang on,
yes.
no. What you're saying is Evil Chris now has legendary actions,
Correct.
Because he's in the mouth. And
Well,
therefore has
actually,
control
you're now
over-
in the mouth. So it's going to be a bit weird, but because they're sort of in tandem. But the the sorcerer knight figure inside inside the brain stem is going to take a legendary action against you, which is going to cast a. Yeah, I'm going to try using Disrupt Life on you. So,
Dislife.
yeah.
Fuck you, life.
Yeah, so to cost 3 actions though, so he's going to use. This is actually going to use all of his 3 legendary actions up in one go. But I think we've got to just go for broke. So, make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
It's 18 on the die, so 24.
Okay, so you take it, and so it's 66 halved then, so that's not bad. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 damage. Come on, he's a lich. He should do much more than this. It's ridiculous. Okay, well yeah, that's it was a legendary action, so it's 3-1. But yeah, so you took 5 damage as this figure just pushes out his hand and sort of like tries to draw this sort of blackened energy from inside your sort of like core of your abdomen, and it just sort of reaches out, but it doesn't. You sort of your Loxodon, resistance sort of holds it back from being as worse as it could be.
This is why I was always mother's favorite.
Because you're good at con saves.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Because
he's weak at doing anything you do. You've
Yeah.
always been a failure. I'm just yelling, I don't know where.
Yeah,
Mum likes me because I'm strong.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. I mean, it tracks, I guess, slightly. Right.
Sure.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Barbarian, after jumping in there?
I'll use my dash to get there. That's all.
Okay, fine. Steely Dan, you're up.
So Steely Dan would be he's having a look and thinking where he is. So firstly, I've got this vampire spawn, right?
Yeah.
That basically is my mate Marmite, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So the vampire spawn, I don't really know a great deal about vampire spawn. Tell me about vampire spawn, Hamilton. What particular things
they
I
really
can break
are-
your game that vampire spawn provide?
They really don't do a lot more than slash and bite. They regain hit points. They can do 2 attacks in one go, so they can claw attack, a bite attack. They obviously spider climb. And
How high is the ceiling from where we are?
it's kind of caved in, but it's about 90.
They're not
feet.
that high, is what you're saying.
Well, it's 90 foot to the dome base, and there's probably another 60-foot dome, so it's
That's a good old distance, right? So
pretty far, yeah.
And it's 45 feet to the old. Is it 45 feet from the? What's that thing that's there?
There's a little dog. There's a little dire wolf, invisible dire wolf.
Oh, a dire wolf. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So there's the dire wolf. There's
I might scale this down a little bit, but it's probably like that. Oh dear, I've lost everyone else. That's not good.
No, it's all good. What's this big thing here that I've just made?
Oh, that's Bertha.
That's
Maggot,
Bertha.
in mammoth form.
Oh, in mammoth form. I see. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay,
You have to
it
make-
makes perfect sense.
Why can't it go? How do I make it go down a level? That's not good. Oh dear.
So I will ask the old vampire to get in there.
Yeah.
Get
in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
do
over
that.
there? How am I going to do that? What's over there?
Oh, they can move 30 feet as well. Sorry, that's the thing.
Yeah, so, what am I going to say? We built this city on broken bones. Built this city on broken bones.
Okay, cool.
Bum, bum. And so it's going to probably just use its movement, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then again just to get itself into combat, basically.
Okay, so it
So
gets
it's
itself down there.
moving an action to get itself down there.
Yeah,
So
fine.
it's in a
Yeah.
decent shape. Steely Dan is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 30.
Mhm.
And will then cast. We'll cast summon. Actually, before I move, I think I'm going to cast summon celestial before I move.
Okay.
Presume you'll let me, because it does require a
Just do what you
material
need to do. Do you 100%.
All right, mate. All right, then there we go. So then I've got a
Celestial. I put a celestial on the petal board for you to use.
Oh, thank you very much. So it's going to be back here, and it's going to have a big old bow.
Okay, cool.
And so the celestial is going to appear. It's got it's cast at 5th level, so it has. I've never used this spell before, which is kind of interesting. So it's radiant and it's beautiful. Though in Steely Dan's case, it actually just looks rather like another perfect android. In fact, but the perfect android. So I guess like one from Halo. Hello. Hello. It says, "Hello, what's going on?" But yeah, so it will. The main thing it gets to do is it gets to use its radiant bow.
Okay, good, because radiance is a good thing to use against Draco-Liches.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Bow allows it to use my attack modifier, which is +10, and it gets to do how many attacks? Multi-attack. Number of attack equal to half my spell's level rounded down. So 2 attacks. And so I'll do that. Well, so that is 21 and 22.
21 and 22. Both hit. Yeah.
And it will do 1d10.
Double anything that's radiant.
Oh, drop! Okay, so it does 1d10 plus 3 plus a spell's radiant level. Oh. So 7 plus 3 plus 5, so 10, 15, so 30 points for the first one.
30
and
points.
Then, yeah, 1 plus 3 plus 5, which is
9.
9, double, so 18. So 18 with the second.
Ooh. So this is with the bow of the Celestial.
That's with the bow of the Celestial, yeah.
So this perfect android, this sort of, hey, Deus Ex Machina, there you go, Ex Machina, sort of like, this sort of like, yeah, just the figures.
Let's call it Romy after Andromeda, the series that's now shit because Kevin Sorbo is a bit of a twat. But yeah, on the whole,
so
Loxodon
takes this bow of radiant light, sort of imagining it though with like a little like glitchy stream, so it's sort of glitchy radiance, yeah. Nice. It sort of flows in the air. And it just goes straight into the forehead as this like lich, this sort of Draco-Lich is sort of battling with beings inside its brain, as well as this dog creature trying to attack it. It's sort of all kind of amusing. It just goes like that in the middle, and it does a significant amount of damage for the Draco-Lich. So it's not looking too good.
And for my bonus action, I would just like to pop a use of Harness Divine Power and give me back that 5th level spell.
You do that. You do that. Okay, that is Steely Dan's turn. Erra, what is your go?
I run up to Steely Dan and I'm going to twin spell Haste.
Okay.
Ooh,
I like it. Yes.
+2 to your AC, buddy.
I'll move you a bit closer, and I can zoom in a little bit so you can get a bit closer.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I will then use my hasted action because it's twinned to dash to go the extra 30 feet to get up within melee range of it.
Yes.
I will then use Quicken Spell to cast Booming Blade on it and attack it with my greatsword.
Let's do this.
Please, motherfucking
You're not
hit.
the only OP power gamer in this.
Yeah, exactly. Get DMs on. What do you get?
Of course. Right. So I will attack. Hit me with that attack roll.
If only someone had rope trick handy.
Just to check, is it a 19? Would that hit?
It actually has a 15 armor class. It's very.
Oh, you get a +4 to hit anyway. But good point. Anyone within 30 feet of me gets +4 to hit because of my aura of fuck you. Hey,
right, it hits. It hits. It definitely hits.
Cool. So the Booming Blade means I attack and hit it with my greatsword, which is there's so much more to come here. 10 points of damage.
Yes. Come on.
Plus a D8 because of Booming Blade. If it moves, it will take another 2d8, another 7, so 17 total. And because I'm using my Acheron Blade, when you use the target has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. The creature ignores this effect if it's immune to the frightened condition.
Oh, let me just check. I think it might be immune to the frightened condition. Give me a...
What?
Yeah, it is immune to the frightened condition.
Then I don't do that. Cool. I'm in melee range of it. I am hasted.
And so how much damage did you do in total?
17.
And what were they?
Magical slashing and thunder.
Yeah, lightning. Sorry.
Thunder.
Lightning. Oh, thunder. Sorry, it's different, isn't it? Yeah, so
Yep.
You're okay. Oh.
Crunch. That is my turn.
Good. I like it. So, okay, so after these 2 attacks, it's sort of lost already nearly a quarter of its hit points in the first 2 attacks, which is great. This is good. That means it's now the Draco-Lich's turn. So,
Does it move?
Actually, does it move? It will make a move. No, it won't. It's not actually. It's going to just going to take a attack on. I think it's going to be on Steely Dan. But Steely Dan, you're quite. How far?
He's away, mate. If I could get close, I would.
What is its reach? I think.
It could move. It could move over to Steely Dan.
Yeah, I think it's going to do that. I think it's going to, but move from the ground. So it's going to just take one hulking over.
Okay.
I'm
just
to
check.
make it smaller.
If it moves, sorry mate, just going to check this. If it moves out of my range, 2 things. First of all, I have Warcaster, so I can cast a spell on it. Second of all, it takes 2d8 damage from the booming blade. Are both of those things happening?
It's going to move.
All right, just to add on to that, if it moves into within 10 feet of me, I've got the Polar Master feat, which means I get to have a fucking attack at it too.
I think those all track. Yes.
Hey,
so let's do this.
2d8 damage.
Right, there's a stacking order here. You go first, Chris.
6, not much.
6 damage. Okay, fine.
Yep.
6 damage. Yeah.
And then it's moved out of my range, and I have Warcaster, so I can cast a spell on it that targets only one creature.
Yeah.
Ramji, do your turn while I do this, because I need to find my highest level thing that only targets one creature.
I'm gonna roll to hit.
So you've gone up there.
With the old blade.
So it wants to move away from the others.
29 to hit on that creature.
29.
So I believe we'll hit.
that hits. Yeah.
I will pump a 5th level smite into it, mate.
Yes.
As well as
yes, you will. Double that radiant. Double that down radiant.
Double that. I certainly will. So let's just do the basic damage first of all. So the basic damage it will do is a mere 16 points of regular sort of magical bladey damage.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to do.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't have resistance to natural attack. Or magical. I thought it would. It doesn't. Okay. Minus 16. Right. Yeah.
So then it is basically going to do 5th level smite, which I believe is 5d8 just by itself. Right?
It's a Draco-Lich, it's undead.
Well, yes, absolutely. We should double that. So there's just plus 1d8 for being undead, plus 1d8 for being a smite fucker, because I'm multiple levels of pain in the arse, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice in my hand.
I've got the spell when you're ready, mate.
9 plus 8 is 17, plus 7 is 24, plus another 7 is 31. Plus 1 is 32. That's 64 points of radiant damage on top of that.
Minus 64 points. Oh!
And as it goes,
master.
And as it goes, I'm chromatic orbing it in the ass.
Yes.
So
give me that.
That is it's a roll to hit.
It's a roll to hit. It's not a saving throw.
It's a roll to hit.
This is the problem.
Because I'm aware of what you're fucking doing, mate.
Yeah.
Ramji, what's the plus I get to this? It doesn't matter. It's a 25 to hit.
It's a hit. You got a plus 4, mate. It's all good. But yeah,
it's a 29 that hits. Now, I'm very, very smart with an intelligence of 33. What kind of damage is it not resistant to? Thunder. The thunder, it was fine earlier. Yeah. I will do 7d8 points of thunder damage to it as it goes.
Wait, do you get the option of radiant, by the way?
No, I do not. It's chromatic orb.
No, just checking it.
24 points of damage as it goes in its arse of thunder damage.
It does not like it up them. It has dropped to within a quarter of its hit point.
Ramji, across the oceans, there's a high five coming your way.
Yeah.
Boom.
Connect.
Action babies in the house.
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is good because we're like, shit, we need to get this done in time. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
138 to 1, mate. That's how you start a fucking fight.
Now it's going to... Hey, wait. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some of its. It's going to take some of its attacks now, and it's going to use its legendary actions because it hasn't used the Lich. Used its legendary actions. The Draco-Lich didn't earlier, so
Can't use it on its turn.
no. But I'm going to use them later. That's what I'm going to say. Well, I'm gonna,
There's going to be no later,
Don't
mate.
Oh crap. Okay, so first off, it's going to bite. It's going to bite Steely Dan because that's what it was aiming to do.
Do it.
Right,
I can't do anything about that.
Plus 13. So that's 30 to hit. Does that hit?
30 does in fact hit.
That's
yes,
surprising, isn't it? There we go.
That is
Come
fair.
on.
It is disappointing, but it's fair.
2d10. That's an 8. Oh, and a 2, so that's 10 plus 7. So that's 17 plus some necrotic damage. Where's the necrotic damage? What do I need? A d10.
Would you say by biting me, DM, that you were in fact, because I am a Warforged, right? And so basically I'm a walking weapon.
Yeah.
So would you say that you were in fact basically throwing yourself onto me as a weapon, and I could make a smite attack at you?
No.
No, I was just checking in because I realised it was tenuous, but you know, players do this to me all the time, and I'm just enjoying doing it to you. This is
This is why we never play, mate. Although I'm currently playing in our campaign, so you know.
It does that, and then
Oh wait.
it's going
What did
to
it roll?
then. It's done that, and then it's done one attack. That's its first attack. Then it does its.
Sorry, mate, how much was it? By the way,
17.
17 plus 5, so 20.
22.
Yeah, 22. Sorry. Yep. And then it is then going to use its breath weapon on 90-foot line that is 5 foot wide. So that
Who's
is
it at?
Oh yeah, you can
Barbarian,
hit
Erra, Steely Dan, Bertha, Maggot. It's going to get all of you in a line.
In a line?
Yeah.
in a line, mate.
Was it
In
in
a
line?
line.
Straight out?
I'm up top.
And the
Oh.
fucking geometry. Lich,
Yeah,
come
oh
on.
shit. Wait, it's then going to do another move, because it can move still. Still got another 80 feet.
Oh, is it moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you've
can't
already
do
used
that.
your reaction, haven't you? So it's
Bertha
gonna-
hasn't. Bertha's right there, and Bertha hasn't.
Actually, it's already moved as far as it can move. It's already moved as far as it can move. Because actually, I forgot how big it is. So, okay, fine. Yes, it's moved 40.
The line can hit either Bertha, Dan, or
It's going
the
to
invisible dire wolf. Technically, Barbar's inside the Draco-Lich, so that doesn't count. So you can hit one of us.
Oh no, Barbar
We would
is
get
in the
him
mouth.
as it comes
He's
out.
going to come out, so that's a good point. And it is also going to affect the Lich inside, but he's immune to it 'cause it's necrotic. So it's going to blast out a sort of disgusting black oozy sort of get slightly gaseous but slightly liquid sort of thing that falls out of its mouth in a line at Steely Dan and Barbarian. And it's a DC 20 dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
You have something on that with the haste, mate. Hang on.
Very much.
You have advantage on dex saving throws with haste.
And I'm going to roll 12d10 in the
That is not
in
great.
the dice roller.
So that is
12.
20 plus I get my 4. So 23.
There you go.
21.
Okay, so
Hey,
it's
you plus
70.
4 from me, Chris.
Plus 4 for you is 25.
Okay, so it's 70 damage, and if you're over 20, you then take half of that, so it's 35 damage.
5 damage?
35.
35?
Is that measly? Is that not good enough?
No, it's just more than annoying. I just feel like a Draco-Lich.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
honestly.
I thought it was going to do more tasty stuff than this, but
If it was 70, if it was 70, most characters at the level of 8 or 9, which is what most of us are at, would be toast. So
exactly, yeah,
yeah.
it is quite. Yeah, it
They
can-
probably prepare, in fairness.
And with that, it's going to do its bonus action and disappear.
Is it a spell?
Ah, it's etherealness. It has etherealness.
That's a spell.
Yeah. Okay.
Counter spell.
Counterspell. Okay. Fuck. Right. Okay.
Things that players always do to DMs. There you go.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Go do it. Do it. Please do it. Please do it.
I'm a charisma-based spellcaster. I have. Hang on. So it's just my ability mod, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a reaction, and I've used my reaction.
You've
I
used
apologize.
the reaction.
Mm.
So the only person that could do it is Bertha. If Bertha's
Bertha's a mammoth.
Oh, Mammoth, I
Say-
can't.
Okay.
Do vampire spawn have reactions?
Spell. Technically, vampire spawn would have a reaction to attack as they go.
You can still see it. It's just semi. It's in a border ethereal, so it moves.
Oh, I see.
Does that mean I go with it?
I forgot. It can't do it. He can't.
It can't what?
He can't go to
Why
the
not?
ethereal plane because we're on the outlands. There's no connection to the ethereal plane because we're on the outer planes.
Yeah, world, mate. Yeah, fair enough.
Fuck.
Me, I'm alright with that.
I didn't.
Whatever you want, mate.
Oh bugger.
Hey, you money, you take your choice. It's alright.
Damn it!
right.
It can't do that. Okay, well it can't do that. So it just stands there and looks menacing.
You still get to do what you want to do because presuming the Draco-Lich has got higher intelligence than you have, it's going to work out what it wants to do.
Well, what's other
So-
bonus action? I don't think it's got any other good bonus actions.
Read them out.
Oh wait, is that an action?
I believe your options are Misty Step, turn on your Flame Blade,
Yeah.
and Healing Word.
Yeah, I haven't got no. I can't do any of those things, so it's fine. That's it. I can't do any of those things. So you, it's back up the top of the turn. Oh, it's the Lich's turn now. So the Lich inside it, sort of pipes up, and standing in the mouth, he's going to take an attack at Barbarian.
Oh no!
It's going to use. It's going to use. What's it going to use on you? Cloud Kill. Yeah, it's going to use Cloud Kill on a few of you, actually. So 20-foot radius of poisonous yellow-green fog, central point you choose within range, which is within 120 feet. So I'm going to do it to Steely Dan and Barbarian. I think that's all I can get, actually. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that, like, when we saw this Draco-Lich, the relic would also appear as well.
You haven't found it yet. You need to actually make a look for it. Sorry, I did. Yeah.
So it's not like this is the relic.
No, actually, I realised that I realised that too late. That actually it's nearby. You just need to make a look for it, and once you found it, you can get those points. So that just
Cool.
So that's good you asked because I wanted it to be there so that you now think to look for it because that also was another way to stop this happening. Maybe. Last duration to the monster says fog spreads around. When a creature enters spell area first time or on its turn, Constitution saving throw of DC 19. DC 19 con save on Barbarian and Steely Dan.
12.
Right.
Don't
You
get
get
to
plus-
add 4 crap.
Oh, 16.
No. Okay, so it's 5d8. 5d8 poison damage.
Aren't you immune to poison because you're a Warforged?
Oh, I am. Thank you very much. You're absolutely right.
Jesus.
Use poison.
26 points of damage.
Oh, I get resist.
So you got resistance and Barbarian. So it says Barbarian. You take 26 points.
I get roll again with advantage. Yes, sorry, pardon me.
Okay.
Roll again. No, resistance is just half damage, isn't it?
Just half damage.
You roll half and halved again if I would pass, but just halved.
Okay, so 13 then. So 13 for you, and Barbarian failed, so it's 26. Okay, cool. And that is its going to do that, and then it's going to do. Hasn't had any damage taken. Can't do anything else. That's it. That's its turn. That's its turn. So it's now back up to Bertha Maggot or Bertha Mammoth.
That's a mammoth. Oof. Ouch.
Oh yeah, don't birth a mammoth.
I am a little bit on the close side.
Yeah.
How would I know what its reach is
It's
if
10
I
foot
was to
reach.
move away?
10 foot reach, so it will have an attack of opportunity on you if you move away.
Okay, I will not move away then. I will purely
Oops.
gore it. I'm gonna swipe it with my tusks.
Okay, cool.
So that is a plus 10 to hit. So D20. Where's the roll gone? Natural 1.
No, that doesn't work. You lose 5 points. But yes, you try and have a go at gourding it, but because it's all bones and sinew, you sort of just run in between all the bones and just miss everything, and sort of end up So I guess you sort of end up like next to it and just missing its whole carapace, I guess, or whatever it is, structure, skeletons. is that your turn? Is there anything else you want to try with your dire hound?
Yeah, I'll have the dire hound come a bit closer. Oh, I'm not using the move thing. There we go. Move that up closer in the middle.
Okay.
And I will bite it.
Take a bite.
Take a bite. Roll. Oh, that's a bit better. So that's a 24 to hit.
24 to hit. That does hit. Take that
Okay.
damage. Is it
And
just?
then it's 2d6 plus 3.
It does have, yeah. If it's not
6 in total.
Is it non-magical as well, or is it magical?
Yeah.
Or is a
It just says modified direwolf. It doesn't specify that it's magical.
Okay, I'm going to suggest it isn't, so it just takes 3 damage. So, it's, yeah.
Desperation's kicked in, Houghton.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I need this it needs to end at some point. It's going to, okay, after your turn, it's going to take another legendary action. I am going to choose Steely Dan again. No,
What?
it's going to try Erra this time. Erra. You're, oh no,
I mean, I am not within striking range, you know.
No.
You ran away from me. It's your fault.
Steely Dan is going to try and possess you. DC 20 charisma saving throw. So
Okay.
It's really good at charisma saving throws.
All right. Do I have any advantage on this?
No.
Don't need it. Because I rolled a 32. In your face, Draco-Lich. In your face.
Are you too dumb to be possessed?
I am too dumb to possess. Too dumb to possess. So dumb, it's the best.
Right, that was its last chance of escape, basically, because it basically becomes you, and then.
Damn, that would have been bad.
That would have been amazing, but and I'd have been quite down for that. If you told me beforehand, I genuinely would have failed that.
Well, that's what I told you afterwards. Okay, so that's it. So that's its turn. It then moves on to Barbarian. Barbarian, you're still inside this mouth with this. Oh my gosh, that's the.
Yeah, I already rolled con, so I got an 8.
Okay, that doesn't
I'm
do
assuming
anything.
I just die at this point.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes left now. So 15 minutes, and then it's going to be whoever is the most alive or is still alive that will survive this game. Okay. So yeah, you do that, and it does nothing, Barbarian. You're even in its mouth, and you still can't hit. You're confused by the whole situation.
No. I meant for the cloud kill.
Oh, 8 for the cloud kill.
The con save. Yeah. So take 5d8.
So you take that again. Shit, yes, I forgot about that. So that would be subsequent turns. Starts the turn. So 5d8 again. It is 5d8.
I didn't realize Cloud Kill was quite that good, actually.
I think you don't technically take it the first time it's casting. You just cast it and create it, and then you take it on your turn.
You take it on your turn,
Okay,
right?
so-
So you've already taken it, Chris. Is the
You've already
point.
taken
When
it.
they enter the spell's area for the first time, I think, and then it starts its turn there
Okay,
also.
fine.
Oh, okay. So you do
But
take it.
no. You started your turn in there, so you don't take it again. You took it once. We just did it early because you cast Cloud Kill and nothing happens. It appears, and then at the start of your turn, you roll the con save and
Fine. Okay, sorry. So that's it. So you took 26. You already took your damage. Fine. So there
It's like Moonbeam and other ones like that. It's tricky to maintain because it happens, and then nothing happens until someone's turn.
Fine. I understand.
But
Okay,
I like the way all the DMs, all of us basically, are googling Cloud Kill right now to go. Right,
I've never used it before. I've only
It's
one
one
of
of the spells, isn't it? Yeah.
It was just the only sort of good. It was like the only sort of
It's a really good spell. Just you got to place it and then hem people in.
yeah.
Grapple.
Yeah, no, you only take the damage once. It's basically when you enter it for the first time. So
Exactly.
You do it when you cast it, or on the first turn that you've actually started your turn.
Exactly.
So
That.
you've moved
In that
in
case,
and
Like all the other cloud and regional effects, like Sickening Radiance and stuff like that.
yeah, that's good.
and I get to do this once before it's over. I bonus action rage
Yes. Finally.
when I swing twice.
Yes.
That's all I can do.
Baby swing twice.
Who you
It's not
swinging
got
at?
many
The
hit points
Lich
left.
or
You
at
can probably
the
take it out.
Dragon.
Is there? Can I see the Lich? I thought you said it was in its brain.
You're
I'm not
inside
sure
there
what's
with
going
it. You're inside there with
Oh,
it.
so I can see my brother. Then I'm going for my brother. I'm gonna try and kill him. I don't care about the dragon. So
The
let's
dragon is your brother. The lich is someone else. Just some other bloke. Don't worry. It's just someone else. Well, you don't know who they are. The lich is
Didn't you
someone
say it has
else.
a rhino horn?
The rhino horn is the dragon. The dragon's got a rhino horn.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So your brother is.
Oh
the
yeah,
dragon.
then I'm gonna hitting the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is 26 to hit. Second one
Crunch.
is 25 to hit.
Boom.
Crunch.
Yes, come on.
So that is 14, 16, 17 for the
that-
first one slashing
Is
damage.
that non-magical?
Not magical yet.
Okay, so it's 8.
Okay, and then second one is 9 slashing.
4. Okay, so yeah, okay. It's still, I mean, like it's not doing really well actually. It's starting to fall apart. Bones are starting to like creak a little bit more. It's severely damaged and like marrow's coming out of where the sort of attacks have been. It's not looking good actually. It's not looking good at all. It is seriously bloodied. Is that your end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna take 10%. Yeah, so it's going to use another one of its legendary actions, and it's going to try and possess you, Babar. It doesn't like you being inside it. So can you make a DC 20 charisma saving throw?
You get +4, mate.
+4.
So 8 plus 4, 12.
Oh
8 plus
dear.
4.
Oh dear.
So immediately the dragon disappears, and
Oh dear.
so you
As in
know
the
what?
dragon collapse, all the bones collapse and shit like that, or what happens?
It just says disappears. It just disappears. I'm using this from
Wow.
Evan Death. I'm stealing this from Evan Death.
Cute.
Yeah.
So, incapacitated and lose control of its body. Now its body is controlled by Evan Death, but it doesn't deprive you of your awareness.
When do you get a save? Or do you not?
Within 90 days or some nonsense like that, it'd be one of those, won't it?
Yeah.
Possession lasts until the body drops to 0 hit points.
Okay.
When the possession ends, Evan Death reappears in unoccupied space. So basically, it can do all that it wants to do inside your body, Barbarian, until you die.
What I like is you said, I want to end this in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you possessed him. So we're basically guaranteed to be here for another hour and a half. Well done.
Sorry.
Ram, between the damage that you, me, and the gigantic mammoth do, I think he's going down relatively quickly.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Barbarian, but it looks like you might be heading for.
Well, is this an obvious? Hold on, just for self-preservation here. Is this an obvious thing? Like now everybody knows the Draco-Lich is inside me, or is it just like just disappear?
I think it actually does it. I don't know. I'd like.
Is it like smoke sucks into all of his orifices?
Yeah, that's basically. It'd be a very obvious transformation because Rhinoptrix just disappears. And
I've got 1 hit point of lay on hands and 5 points of like thing for you. Don't worry, we're all good.
Okay, get you back up. But okay, so Barbarian, so the smoke sort of like seeps in into your body as the dragon form like disappears into this Loxodon. It has your hit points, Loxodon. So I don't know what you've got. So you're gonna have to.
Oh, like, he's got like
16.
He's not got many.
16 hit points. Okay, remembering that. Okay, so that is where you're at, and that is its legendary action done. It is now Steely Dan's turn. Steely Dan, Barbarian has sort of landed, just dropped 10 foot. I don't think it's not to take any damage. You sort of float down under the smoky mist as you arrive. The lich sort of comes with you, and yes, Steely Dan, you've got Barbarian there.
Don't forget
Dan
you're
first
hasted.
I appreciate that, thank you. Dan looks at his vampire spawn first of all and says, "My pony plays a vampire." The vampire
Instead
spawn.
of the world is a vampire. Oh my god.
No, my pony plays a vampire. It's genuinely one of the Listen to the radio. It's based on We Built This City by Starship. Apparently.
Oh, I
on
thought it was
most
Bullet
missions-
for My Butterfly.
No, mate. I'm basically. I'm old enough to be your dad. I don't know what that is.
You don't know.
They're
from the 90s.
Butterflies from the 90s.
Yes, Smashing Pumpkins from the 90s.
That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, fair enough. That's right. I'm just uncouth and uneducated then.
Yeah. Get
So,
yourself
but
right. Get your facts right.
sprints across towards Barbarian.
Yeah.
So the vampire spawn lunges and is going to attempt to grapple. Oh wait, hang on. He's
You just
gonna
attack.
attempt
You just
to-
attack, and
attack,
if you
yeah.
hit, it grapples.
You got it. Yeah, he's going to attempt to attack and grapple the old barbarian.
Oh.
He has a bit of the old multi attack.
Okay.
And it's going. Nah.
Yeah. Okay. 7
Right,
minutes
do we
to
roll?
go.
Or you want to roll?
You
All
roll.
right.
You roll. It's your creature. Roll.
19 to hit on the first attack. 16 to hit on the second. I think it's-
Yeah,
Break
bullshit.
to you, but you've just lost a level.
Really? Oh yeah, I did. Oh well, I
You've
lost 10
a
points.
level
Yeah.
because
Right,
you
mate.
intentionally PvP'd.
Well, no, it's not PvP, mate. It's controlled.
No, technicality, you hit one of your teammates. I think it's what it
Well,
says.
hold
Attack
on,
one
hold
of
on,
your
hold on.
teammates.
Is he possessed at the moment?
He is, but you've still.
Right, so he's not. He's technically his actions are in control of the GM. Unless you're saying
7
that
minutes,
Chris,
yeah.
evil Chris, would have control over his actions.
I don't know. I think the wording says friendly fire, unintended hit or kill.
It's not
whatever.
unintended.
No, it's
This
not
is
that.
intended.
So there is
And
then
it's
the
not-
temptation of dark side, which is first intended PvP damage.
I'm not consciously looking. I've considered team killing multiple times this evening. I'm not consciously attempting to team kill. I'm attempting to
Okay.
liberate him from the chains of mortality, so that we can get back to this strategy.
Okay, you make a fine argument, but it's only minus 10.
Absolutely.
But it's moot, and you've intendedly. I'm using it as whole reason I've
Yeah,
done
we're
this.
in.
So you've done it. You've
Okay.
lost 10. You haven't lost a level. You just lost 10 points.
You got an elastic rope. I
Yeah.
mean, I think we're good.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. But I like it. I like.
Okay.
And the first one was was 19 on the dice, so it was whatever the plus of
Yeah. Okay.
thing was.
They
The
both
second
hit.
one
He's a
was
barbarian.
Yeah.
fair enough, fair. And then they'll do.
You are
There's
still
no one
raging
here.
though, so that's fine. You haven't lost your rage.
So you do 1d6 plus 3 piercing plus 2d6 necrotic damage. It doesn't give you
So
the magic.
half the piercing, and then keep the necrotic as raging.
5. What kind of barbarian are you, Chris?
Berserker.
Okay, fine. So so 5. So 4 points of piercing, and then you'll take 10 points of necrotic, followed by 5 points of piercing and 6 points of necrotic.
Dead.
So that is.
It's all magical, right?
It's
Piercing isn't. The piercing is halved.
yeah. So the piercing is half. So, yeah.
That's still enough. You're down.
Okay.
I did half. I pre. So, yeah.
Oh, you prehabbed it.
You're
Okay.
definitely down.
Okay, so you're down, which means, and actually weirdly, the only immunities of Charmed and Frightened remain, so those necrotic do count. Barbarian, you're down, and with that, the Draco-Lich sort of seeps back out of your body.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
But Barbarian is down.
So it's then still my action, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
you've got another go.
The celestial thing, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Oh, come on.
Shoot at the Draco-Lich.
Yes, come on. Come on, we've got like minutes left. We've got 4 minutes left. Come on.
Natural 20!
Natural 20! Oh, by the way,
Hey.
on natural 20s, I play it that you get maximum points, and then you roll.
Wonderful. That's how we do it too, actually. It's a good way of doing it. So it will immediately do 12 plus 2 plus 5. So that's 17 points of radiant, which is 34 points of
Which
radiant.
puts it to 1 hit point.
Wonderful. And then I get to roll 2d6.
Yeah, roll the 2d6. And then tell me how this happens.
9 points damage. So basically, and so what Steely Dan is about to do is, because he's thinking about the points, right?
Yeah.
So he's walking cover and he's popping, with his hasted action, because he's still thinking he's going to have to glaive someone, right? So with his hasted action, he's popping 1 point of hit points into Babar, who then goes, huh? Where am I? Right? And so at that point of gaining those additional 5 points, Steely Dan looks over and looks at the looks at sort of the celestial being and goes, "Ain't nothing but a crab cake." And at which point it pulls back the bow, and 2 boom boom radiant shots kind of swing past Steely Dan, pass by the barber, who's looking up going, "Wow, how lucky I am to have this sort of incredible, charismatic and
thoughtful mechanical protector here. And slam into the Draco-Lich, one in each eye. Ideally, one of them taking the Lich's phylactery out at the same point.
So what happens is as you kill the Draco-Lich,
Ideally.
you notice that potentially you have done that because maybe that's what the dragon was. Because as this dragon falls, the Lich is freaking perturbed and goes chasing after the body over the cliff as it falls down. Its bones just fall to pieces. There's nothing containing them anymore. It just turns to dusted bones and they just roll down the hill, and the Lich runs after it and jumps off the edge in pursuit of the dragon as body and corpse, because it seems like something might have been inside there of importance. And with that, you have killed the beast. And you will all gain two levels to wherever you are now for beating the beast.
Sweet.
Did anyone get bitten by the... No one got bitten by the vampire, did they?
Yeah.
Did you get bitten? You did.
Babar would have been the only one that
Yes,
got bitten by
you
the
got a hickey, which means you gain... what was the hickey points? 20. You gain a level as well for getting a hickey.
I made it level 20.
Yeah. Yes. So you gain that. So with that, we now need to figure out. Now you can either turn on each other, or you can tell me where you are, and the top two will remain in. So let's start with levels. What levels everyone at? With that.
Now 10.
11.
Yeah. See you down.
20.
And Babar?
9.
9. Okay. Right. So let me add those up. Let's just get those written down. Okay. So we've got
9, 10, 11, and 20.
All right. And then so it was Bertha 10 and Erra 11. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Now give me your hit points off maximum.
Are you counting the mammoth's hit points?
Interesting. Just take it. Well, it's points up from maximum. That's what it's about.
Oh.
Damage taken, so it doesn't really matter.
0. Didn't take any damage in the whole thing.
Okay.
I didn't take any damage.
Okay. Minus 0.
Oh, I'm bugging. Right?
What have you lost?
I mean, yeah, a lot basically. Well, I mean,
I need to know.
It's all ups and downs, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's game of two halves and all that.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the total I'd be after level 20? Because then it's about 120.
I just need to know what you've lost from the top. So how much damage you've taken, basically.
Including the healing or not?
Yeah, if you've healed yourself, then you can... No, so, I mean, just if you want to heal yourself up, like where you were now. So if you've healed yourself up, it's just what is your health?
Give me 2 seconds, sir.
So you can't heal. You can't just keep healing yourself now.
No, because it's a level just now. That's why.
Okay, fine. So just tell me what your hit points are. From
I think it's like 60 basically, give or take.
You've lost 60. Okay, fine.
I think so. Give or take.
It's not as simple as math as that. And then a barbarian, how many have you lost from maximum?
I lost 86 and I gained 1.
Okay. All right. So I think we can easily say that Barbar is out. Yeah, I'm sorry, Barbar. You unfortunately lost this game.
Oh, really? I didn't expect that.
and then see that it's 10 points. So you've lost 6 levels. So you take you down to 14.
Okay.
So that actually.
But I did make it for that.
Huh?
I did make it to 20 before I lost those levels.
Yeah, but it was so 6. So it's 10. I was saying every 10 hit points you've lost would be your level off, basically, or it would go down like that. So actually, that means the champions that will return whenever we have the finale will be Steely Dan and Erra.
Ooh!
So 138 to 1. You'll be at 14th level when you return. Erra, you'll be at 11th level.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately, Bertha Maggot, you valiant effort and very close. Just one level in it.
I was very tempted to cast Fireball, knowing that the Lord wouldn't make it through, and just obliterate them.
You can't mean. I mean, I'm sort of up for the idea of him. But I don't think Barbar's going to get through.
I don't want him to get through. It's just in vengeance.
Oh, okay. You can do the damage if you'd like to do the damage. As what happens is so I'll tell you what happens now. So and you can make that as determination at the time. So basically, the dragon falls to the ground. And when the dusted ash falls to the earth, a portal starts to appear right in front of you on the edge here. And there are other adventurers just like pushing it through. And they're going, quick, we can't hold it any longer.
I'm going to firebolt them all. Firebolt them all. Yeah, kill them.
I need to remember this for the other adventurers, because these are the other adventurers, right? And they're going to be like, quick, we need you in Waterdeep. It's terror, and they'll just say, we can only take 2, and the 2 that will go are going to be the nearest to, it'll be Steely Dan. They go, you, and they sort of draw you with magic, Erra and Steely Dan, towards this portal. And so, Bertha, you may take an attack of opportunity, if you so wish.
It's a dex of 15 that you have to beat.
For who, sorry?
Chris
Steely
and
Dan.
you, Ramji.
Yeah.
You get +4 to your roll, Chris.
It's a dex save.
The temptation of the dark side comes to them all.
23.
19.
Okay, you both make it, so you only take 13 damage instead.
13
As
I
pass,
use a
I will
reaction to
give
cast
you-
absorb elements to reduce that to.
Oh, shit. So as
Whereas I will give you 1 hit point worth of lay on hands as we pass.
as you go through. So remember where your characters are and what your levels are. Well done for that, guys. Thank you so much, folks. That was so amazing. I knew we'd only use 5% of the maps. That's fine. And I'm sorry it had to be railroaded at times, but I hope you had fun. I hope
Totally
it was
fun. I appreciate everything. It was nuts.
Great.
Absolutely nuts.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone, for such a great sport.
No,
It
thank
was,
you. Thank you to all of you. And it'd be great to have, we'll organise times, because it will be, I don't know when it will be people back home, because there's so many different people from all around the world we're going to have to organise. So we'll try and get you back to take on, basically all the other adventurers who make it will end up in a similar position as you, in the Vault of Dragons, in Waterdeep for the grand finale. And that will be very PvP heavy. So the levels you've made will be important. So Steely Dan, looking like the favourite again now.
Yeah, I just realised actually it was only 42 hit points was the gap, so that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like,
well, no, you should remember that. So that means you're on level 16 then.
okay,
Level
cool,
16.
doesn't matter. Yeah,
Okay,
but,
that's fine.
It's all good.
Okie doke. All right then. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Quickly
Yeah,
say
that was
where we
nuts.
can find all the wonderful things that you do. So we'll start I'll go back to the other screen, and then I can do it in the same order I was before. So, Evil Chris, aka a very nice person still, from CarniSideShow. Where can we find what you do? Where can we find it?
Yeah, here on Twitch, CarniSideShow, and that's pretty much it. That's where we are.
Just Google it and you'll find it.
We just shout out Chris for basically dying today
Yes.
and still showing up, right? Like literally, undead Chris is here
Yeah.
representing, having a great time at basically 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And Rockstar for doing so. Thank you so much for showing
Yes,
up.
thank you for powering through and bringing Barbarian to our lives. That was amazing. Thank you very much. I hope you feel better. And then over this side is Kel. Kel, where do we
Hello.
find all the great stuff that you do?
I'm on Twitter under Awfully Q Heroes. We have Discord. Most of the links are on Twitter. There's a link tree. It's much easier to go hunt it there because we're pretty much everywhere. So
Yeah,
come say hi.
Your tags are underneath your names on the screen. People will be able to see those. So we'll then go down to, got it right, Ramji, down there.
Right.
Where do we find what you do?
I'm Ramji. I'm a GM and very rarely a player on The Fourth Culture. You find us on twitch.tv/The Fourth Culture or t4c.online. And we stream on Mondays and now Thursday evening Singapore time, which is kind of mid-morning for folks in European time zones or kind of very early morning if you're in the US.
Yes. You do reruns quite a lot, which is quite good. Just to
We do,
recommend to people.
we do reruns. Yeah, thanks.
It's
very
worth
much,
checking
mate.
out for that because that's how I catch it because I'm like doing a bit of work at work and then I go, oh, rerun. Oh, listen to that whilst I'm doing some work. So
Yeah, it's ideal.
And then finally, but not least, obviously, is Chris, good Chris from Roll Together. Where do we find? I mean, people don't
Hello.
find you, to be honest. Come on. Like,
yeah, I'm the head of production at Roll Together, so we produce D&D streams like everyone else here. You can catch us on Monday and Tuesday and Saturday evenings. Monday and Tuesdays are live stream, well, not live, they're pre-recorded, but they're streams of D&D games. We have sort of ongoing campaigns that bounce around various things there. And on Saturdays we have a talk show that's on at 6, same time. It's always 6 p.m. GMT, British Summer Time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific, which is quite useful if you're thinking in that direction. Yeah, and we also set up the Rolling Together team, which everyone here is on.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
all these wonderful streamers from around the world doing amazing things, and thank you all for being part of that. So you can catch all of that at twitch.tv/team/rolling together.
That's
Check
exactly
out all
right.
of these other streams; they are freaking awesome.
They are, and I'm going to help you out. You've just started a new campaign, haven't you, on the Roll Together stream, the Halls D&D one, isn't it?
Yeah, we just started this week. We just started. We're recording this at a certain point. It'll go out at a certain point. We just started a 4-parter called Halls of the Undermountain King, which is being DM'd by Liz, and that is, a sort of quirky 4-parter in Waterdeep with some Undermountain stuff, I believe. Although, to be honest, Liz didn't say that much, and I've let them keep their cards very close to their chests. So we shall see. It all seems to be very mysterious.
But if you want to jump in now, if you haven't already jumped in, you should jump in because it's a good starting point for everything.
You can catch it all on YouTube anyway. There's all sorts of jumping in points. You're good.
That's it. Exactly. All right. Well, again, I can't say enough how grateful I am for all of you to come on this show and be part of my experiments as ever, which is this. And I look forward to see you all again soon and to you all at home. So we will just say bye. Hello, people who are still watching.
Hello, everybody still watching. I hope you enjoyed the bonus audio that you might have caught in the background there. I certainly did. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, my little 2-year-old. Yeah,
Yep.
I was running a bit late in the recording, and so then she suddenly she started turning up, knocking on the door, saying, "Daddy, it's time to stop doing D&D now." So anyway, she's great. But anyway, yeah. So thank you for watching. I know it's really late for a lot of people as well, and if you're catching this in the VODs, we're watching it whenever you want to watch it. But yeah, that was a good fun show. And next week we've got an even, not even better. This was great, but we've taken another step higher. We go pirate themed. I'm dressed as a pirate. I've got eye makeup on. I've got dreadlocks. Yeah, like proper like Captain Jack Sparrow style hair. Yeah, it's I go for it. Properly go for it. And there's some great characters. We've got Melly Duchette from D&D Beyond playing Ol Sheller, who is a very brand conscious captain pirate ship. We've got Wrinkle Stiltskin, who, if you'd seen our Better Backstory show, which is Robbie Weiss's character from the Dungeon Initiative, who is a basically mute, speaks and grumbles character who we made it just was an amazing character that's going to play. There's also Dave Tilstra from Afar podcast playing as Shaft the Shifter, who again we also did on the Better Backstories, who shifts to be his sister and then shifts to be himself because his sister was killed by AC/DC in an AC/DC by them doing the thunderclap, and they absorbed their body, and it turned out that their sister was Batman and they are the Joker. It's insane. And then on top we've also got Ted Danson, played by Adam from Snyder's Return, which is Ted Dansen, not Ted Danson for legal reasons. And finally we have Tuntun, a satyr, played by Waffles from Waffles Maple Syrup, who is a super cool monk, and it's a lot of fun. There's dragon turtles, there's dragons, there's SpongeBob SquarePants, there's all sorts of stuff like that. So please come back and see it if you have the time next week. So yeah, and you can find all the times and stuff like that, and more information on our Twitter.
Yeah,
which is @DragonsDuel, all one word. Thank you again, Ryan.
for being here.
Happy to be here. Happy to do it. Happy to do all the
Yeah.
edits, even though I complained about it the entire time. But it was still fun.
I know. I know. I know you enjoyed it more than you let on. But, no, but yeah, and so we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Come join the Discord if you haven't already. Come see us on Twitter, and hopefully see you next week. So with that, all I've got to say is bye. Have you got anything else to say, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. We're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna transition over. You'll be able to hear our amazing song that Hamilton made. We haven't played it in a while, so I figured we'd play it. And we'll see you guys next week.
Right.
Hope you enjoyed
See you
it,
next week.
and
Okay, cool.
enjoy the week. Bye.
Bye.